And some lovely intro music from the Burnt Offerings music that you can find on... Did I actually have it clicked on at this stage? I think it is the Thistletop actual module. What's it, this one? Yeah. Burnt Offerings Thistletop. So, nice intro music. So, we are up to session number 36. And at the table today we have Mark.
Hi, I'm playing Pinwinkle, man who loves many women and has a slave, a mite, who is learned to be a better slave. Also, has a debt to pay to a great god, which he doesn't know what's going to happen yet with that one. Also, a half the detective too. He has many, many things in his life at the moment. Plus a sister who he hates right now.
And don't forget marriage.
And married with two beautiful young halflings. Sarah and Sally.
Okay, and online tonight we have Victor.
Hello guys, I'm the only one online. Oh no, there's Jeremy too.
Yeah.
Hello guys, I'm Victor from Brazil. I play a half-elven druid that is not so much fan of society. And don't like money. Don't know money, actually. And I'm still living, besides someone on the party saying that I am not. And that's it.
The next one we have online tonight is Jeremy.
Yes, good evening all. I'm playing Cordar, the elven half-human fighter from Sandpoint, trying hard to be the hero that he believes everyone should be.
And David, if he's back, is also here tonight. He just needs to duck out every now and then to do some stuff because he's actually working while playing. But able to actually pop in every now and then to assist.
I can explain David's character for you if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. David's character... Is he listening or not? Definitely is Belath, the human sorcerer, is human, isn't he? Yeah.
Human sorcerer.
Human sorcerer
Just so people can see a nice close-up of me playing with Hero Forge.
Yeah, human sorcerer with a intriguing familiar crow who has tendencies to be, let's say, quite chaotic every so often. While Belath is a...
Is it chaotic that only grabs the left eye?
No, I think he's very...
I think it's quite lawful in how it does its stuff.
I think so too. But anyway, Bella's the man of dedication and expertise, and I feel that he brings a lot to the party. Not sure what it is yet, but it does bring a lot to the party.
Okay, so we are in the middle of transportation from Corvosa to Magnamar after you've activated some rune gates that allow you to use the Pathfinder's portal network, which involves you travelling through a tapestry. But you can only go to places that you have your Pathfinders attuned to. And you've been only given enough material to attune to a rune gate that has already got a certain amount of power in it. So the Pathfinder Society itself has a more expensive one that allows you to attune to that location, but they haven't given you that level of attunement yet. So you actually have to go by Pinwinkle's place.
And as players, we know how badly he set that up. As characters, we're about to find out. Which is why instantaneous transport, we've had time to stop and talk about it halfway.
So, before we go through the portal...
We've already stepped in, I believe.
Yeah, you're in the portal on your way.
Oh,
I
had no chance to talk to my two wives or whether they... I thought I was going to leave them stay here or they want to come with me.
No, you said that you actually convinced them to stay behind.
Okay, cool. Whew, okay, yep, gotcha.
So they have to stay behind. And
Because I have to look after the house.
Yeah.
And you basically take about an hour to travel through the tapestry. Because Pinwinkle is the one who has to lead you.
Yep. I think it's this way. No, hang on. No, it's that way. Oh, hang on. Might have been that way.
And don't worry,
Good God, we're doomed.
he does have to make an Arcana check to actually open up the portal in his home.
I'm training that.
Jeez.
I wish I had those rolls I had before, but anyway. I'm worried about this now. Oh, halfling luck straight up, okay?
Okay, so you rolled a 1, huh?
No, that's a 5. I think it's a 8. Okay, that makes it 14.
14. Okay, as you sort of sit there, you see this Pinwinkle sort of gesture. He spends about an hour doing this. Well, it feels like an hour anyway, and nothing happens. TC was 15.
Can I try again?
You can try again. It just takes time.
No, that's better. 20 total.
Okay, so after his second attempt, you see what appears to be very much a painting. It sort of looks like a combination of painting and tapestry. So paint and woven landscape that is in 2 dimensions, which is really weird to walk through. And next thing you know, it rips open into another reality, because basically the tapestry is not in your actual world.
Yeah.
And then you step through, finding yourself in Pinwinkle's basement, which none of you have been in before except for Pinwinkle.
Oh.
And you find yourself surrounded by all the stolen goods that you had recovered in Iliosa.
Was there a lot of young Pinwinkle stuff down here?
Yeah.
Shit. I'll make sure that
And one of those falls over and spills everywhere. So would our Pinwinkle like to explain what's just given and scattered across everyone's feet?
No. Oh, must be just water. Should be fine. I'm not saying another word.
I'm sure it's not bad at all.
Nothing to see here. Let's go upstairs, guys. It's the basement, I assume.
You're in the basement, yeah.
My Pinwinkle, and I thought I was a bit odd.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Bella, and that's why we're going to keep it that way.
No, I must know. Tell me more.
Maybe at a more discreet time frame.
Look, only one of us is married to succubi.
Yes, and that's not the worst bit of my life, okay?
Oh, this I must know. All right. Let's sleep and let's lie.
Though he does have a plush vampire doll.
And
I'm there.
I turn it the other way before Kangasura sees it.
Oh, Bella immediately grabs it and uses it to fuck with Kangasura.
Oh, jeez. You beat
Look
me for
out,
1
Kangasura,
second.
it's a vampire! Look out! Oh no! But Kangasura, this is just as real as every other vampire you think you've met.
May I try to grab it from him?
You can, yes. That would be a. I'll give you an athletics test against Balath.
Unopposed.
He's still got to succeed in a way, because he might actually fall over.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
18 on the dice. Then it's 25 something.
So he
I will
manages
open my
to grab it
card
with
sheet.
style and hold it aloft.
Kangasura, there you go. See, you are one and the same. You are all the same. Smell it. It should smell like vampire, just like you.
Though it just sounded like something broke in the background there.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, no, that was just me throwing shit around.
Come on, man. Don't play with the devil's toys.
It smells
Not
like
the devil's toys.
the
It's
thing I stored
Pleasure's
over. What was it
toys.
again? Or do you
Is
know?
the devil's toys,
It
look?
was
This is a vampire.
a box from your past.
Okay.
No. We call him Pinwinkle, not the devil.
There is any
See,
window or
if any of
something
that
that I
stuff
can
got
throw
on
away?
the dollar, it smells like Thassilonian.
Okay, so there is something. There is a sort of familiar smell for Balath coming from the spilled contents.
Oh, I know that smell. What is it? Hang on. What is that? Pinwinkle, what is that?
Let's get out of here, guys. We have to go back, okay?
No. Hang on.
Important
what is
Pathfinder
this
Society details we need to do. And then
Balath investigates the smell.
You find some sex toys.
Aha! I knew it, you dirty little man.
Shush. Let's move on. Come on. We'll discuss this later, Bala.
Okay, we'll discuss it in great detail.
Iliosa technically comes under Magnemar's protection originally, didn't it?
It was sort of in
You fucking
between,
nerd.
but it did fit a bit under Magnamar, but it also fit under Corvosa.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, the sort of thing that when we arrived, it was probably more under Magnemar, but by the time we left, it was definitely
Corvosa.
under Corvosa. Is that
That's
correct?
correct, yeah.
Just gotta go on mute, guys.
And so, going upstairs, you find that the place is cleaner than you can ever remember it being clean. Everything's in its proper place.
Is Bubba there?
And you can hear your mum chattering away in the kitchen.
Hi, Mum.
As you walk in, you see two almost twin halfling girls working with her, who look very much like the two girls you left in Corvosa, but different. They go, husband!
Hi, wives.
Who is this?
And I stand
This is
shocked.
Portia and Paige.
Stay in shock for a little bit. Oh, you've turned up here.
Oh, no. Your other wives are back in Corvosa. Where are your Magnamar wives?
I look confused for a second, and things start triggering my mind going, oh, you're my Magnamar wives, right?
Yep.
Oh, so you've met my mum, I assume?
Oh, we've been here the whole time waiting for you.
Oh. Okay.
Got bored, so he cleaned.
Oh. Oh. How long have you been talking to my mum for?
Well, since you made the pact.
Okay. Hi, Mum.
She just looks at you and go, you dirty boy.
Yeah, sorry, Mum.
You know, leaving your wives like this and not coming to actually let them know what you're doing, and having two wives, one's just not enough for you.
Well,
They're lovely ladies too.
oh, they are.
They help out a lot.
They're wonderful ladies.
And they like to cook too.
Yes.
Not burn a thing down at all.
Yes. Yes.
Pastry?
Can I accept food or not?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll take a
Cordar will step forward and say, greetings, lady. It was nice to almost meet you.
Oh, I've known all about you. His wife told me about them. You must be Corda, the
Corda,
hard of hearing.
yes.
He doesn't seem to understand half the stuff going on. Is that correct, Pinwinkle?
Might have been misrepresenting what I might have said of Cordar, but
And then over there, that must be Balaf, the one who really wants to be Pinwinkle.
well, yes, that's true actually. That one.
And then points to the Victor and says, "Oh, so that's the vampire I want to be."
No, lady, I am not a vampire. This is a vampire.
Oh, he said
want to
he said it was quite clear. You're not a vampire, but you want to be one.
No, I don't want to be one. I want to kill one. Do you know one?
You're the closest I know. And then that must be Nexa. Can't quite tell if Nexa's male or female. We'll find out eventually, she says. Pinwinkle just wasn't quite so sure from what his wife said.
Okay.
Well, ladies, as I said, it was a pleasure to meet you. I think I'll wait outside.
Yeah. Hey, God, do you mind waiting outside for a second, please?
Your mum goes, "No,
Not you, Mum. You can stay.
it's my house. I'm not going to wait outside while
No,
you
no.
have your sex orgy everywhere."
Mum, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I suggest my party members go outside for a bit. Can you guys give me a couple of minutes and I'll join you in a second? Hey, Mum. Excuse me. Did I quite catch your names?
Oh, we're waiting for you to give it to us like you did our sisters.
Mark, do not have sex next to the mum.
My inner voice is telling me that. Beth and Betty. I've got to put that down there for Magnamar.
You see, you're going about this wrong where...
Should start with M's.
That's right. You should be starting with the letter of the city they're in. Make it easy to remember.
No,
Well, he's called them Beth and Betty now. He's stuck with that.
So just call them both Liz.
Hey, Beth and Betty, I have some official business to sort out.
Yes, we know. We're waiting.
Can you wait at the house and I can come back and we can discuss more our situation?
Quite possibly.
Okay. Mum, I won't be having sex in this house with these two ladies, so you know you get upset by that.
But you're married. Why aren't you? You don't like the whole marriage thing?
Is my room still
Is
here?
my house not good enough for you?
Very much. He says that.
Okay. Yes, Mum, but I'm going to... we'll make it a special moment and we might come back for a remaining meal. We'll work it out. I'll be back soon and then we'll...
I'm sure you can cook them your favourite dish.
Okay, Mum. Thank you for the advice. And I feel it burning sensationally in my head from a certain god. Okay, I'll be back soon, ladies.
That's okay, because they're not people, they're demons.
You're not there, Jeremy. So, Pinwickle's still getting over the aspect of lots of succubi. Not just 2, there are 4.
So far.
So far. I've got a feeling every city I go to I'm going to have a new set. I'm going to run out of
Why you
names.
should have been choosing letters with this time.
I know, Jeremy. I thought about that afterwards. But I've written down my character sheet and I'll make sure it's in big writing now.
You don't want to get them confused. They are very jealous.
I go outside.
Yep.
Going, well, let's just go to the Pathfinder Society.
And while you're standing there, you can see 2 faces pressed up against the window, winking at you.
Yeah. Oh, I have to wink back. And I blow him a kiss. I blow him a kiss because I feel that I have to.
And you hear from inside, "Don't take too long."
I won't. Come, and I'll make sure.
And the other one says, "That's what he said last time I heard."
Oh, I go a bit blush red. I'm sure Bellath is in tears by now at that stage. Come on, Squirt. Let's go, Squirt. And I'll join the rest of the party and we'll go to the Pathfinder Society.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I know my life as a pimp has started. So no, as a multi-arranged marriage husband in many cities. You know, this reminds me of our Pathfinder thing on Tuesday night, where one of the characters had a grandfather who used to go from city to city. I feel like I'm going to be that person now.
Quite possibly.
Mm.
Kids everywhere.
Were they halfling or gnomes?
Those were gnomes. No, they were halflings, I think.
Oh, see,
I think they actually
I
were
could be
halflings.
the father now. Mm.
I think they were actually halflings.
Mm. We have linkage into this whole thing now. Okay, I will join the rest of the party in a head thing. While copying smart-ass comments from Bellath.
Mm-hmm.
And
as you're walking up the street, you see that there are about 3 or 4 kids with eye patches over the left eye.
I just look at Bellath and go, and just keep going.
And there's a poster wanted for a crow for mutilation of children.
Well, I don't have to close it.
They're offering 50 gold for anyone who can take it out.
Squirt? I say no. You know what the crow does, Squirt, don't you? Yes, Master.
Yeah, he covers his left eye.
That's right. Don't upset the crow. Crow happy, okay? So,
Okay, it takes you about an hour to reach the compound. And you see Lady High Marsh herself opens the door. So, I hear you're back in town.
I don't speak to the party at the moment. I don't really want to speak. I'll leave it at the Cordar or somebody else. So.
Come in.
Greeting, man. Yes, we've managed to return, if only briefly, to give you an update on the situation in Corvosa.
That's okay. Come to my office. We'll discuss it over tea.
Okay.
All right.
She has some a nice floral smell coming from her office.
Okay. I get Squirt along and make sure Squirt does Squirt's hair as much as Squirt can do his hair, if he has any hair.
He has about 3 strands.
Yeah, make sure he comes in the right direction.
Okay. And you find yourself having a really pleasant tea ceremony while you go through what's happened. She only drops the pot twice. First time when Balaf explained Pinwinkle giving across the coins.
I try to hide in the corner as much as I can.
The second time was when she found out what Pinwinkle did with the house.
Well, admittedly, Cordag's report was would have been more focused on the unfortunate demise of Zalara.
Zalara, yep.
And the and then otherwise, the town appears to be mostly stable, but potentially could go off any time because of concerns about the new queen and the lack of seeing the king. So.
Yep, she's quite happy with that. She thinks that it'd probably be a good idea if you keep a close watch on the coming and going of the royal family of Corvosa over the next few months. But she would like you to spend your nights, instead of sleeping, here training. So she's going to have you spend a day job in Corvosa, looking after stuff. And you'll spend your nights here doing training, and they will do what they can to revitalise you for the next day.
I'll put my hand up.
Sounds like staying busy.
I've got a bit of a problem.
So she said, which one this time she said?
Well, I have commitments now.
She knows. She's heard direct from Belath, who's very good at this, signing a pact with a demonic force. He prefers infernal over demonic, but does it really matter much when you've given part of your soul across?
So, officially I have wives in both cities, and I will need to, in the most straightforward answer I can give, provide a level of companionship to both. I don't know whether while I know the priority of the Pathfinder Society...
She just looked at you and says, well, from what Nexus reported, it's due every room.
Perhaps it's time to retire.
No, I still would be there. Would I have some sort of a special arrangement I had with the Pathfinder Society so I can fulfill both my personal and professional needs?
I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay, just thought I'll mention
Considering
that.
they need you to actually get back here each time so far.
Yes, just be worried that I might need extra help with the recovery, that's all.
Well, so far they haven't taken your soul, so you seem to be going pretty well so far.
So far? I look with a worried face, I think. So.
Well, when you're dealing with demonic forces, who knows what will happen?
Yes. I was misinformed how bad it was going to be. So.
Well, when you pay $500,000 gold, she says...
Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
I realised this afterwards.
From what I understand, it's not so much you've been misinformed, just you didn't ask.
You weren't there, Jeremy, so just put it out there.
Balaf does pipe up.
From what I understand.
Balaf was there at the time.
I know, Belaf could have advised me a bit better next time, but we'll work on it.
Balaf just shakes his head and laughs.
Of course he would. That's Belaf. So, okay. That sounds a good idea. Can I ask what sort of intense training we're looking at? Are we going to... just a generalisation, or are we going to specialise in the, I suppose the...
Well, it was basically levelling.
Okay.
You're going to go to level 3.
No, I was more thinking about towards...
You might get some training in stamina.
Yes. Yes, I know the feat for that one. Yes. Dying level 4 instead of level 3 or something, what was that? Yeah. But anyway, no, I saw it more towards like our certain factions. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, at this stage, you're mainly getting basic training to get you through to your next level.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometime during the next 3 months, I'll give you some more specific training.
That's very cool.
Which may end up being language training depending on what you guys found.
Can I ask the question of the lady? We didn't quite finish our exploration of the tower we went to in the city.
Yeah.
Cool, I've met Varisia. Do you want to go back to the crow?
Once you've managed to learn a bit more, she's happy for you to spend some of your time exploring it.
Yeah.
But be aware that your primary duty will be keeping an eye on the royal family of Corvosa.
But they are all fine.
She just looks at Kangasero, and I'm sure vampires have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't talk.
No. And I look at Kangasero. You know my sister's involved, so expect the worst. When my sister's involved, things are not always what they seem.
So it says it could be worse.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
What could be worse than my sister?
There are a few things.
You sure about this? Have you met my sister?
She has met your sister.
And you know what? How manipulative my sister is.
Your sister actually gave a glowing recommendation for you to become a Pathfinder.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That surprised me a little bit.
And actually suggested that you work in the kitchens.
Oh, really? Oh, she's a lovely person, my sister.
Said you had some specialty cooking recipes passed through the family that you were the only one who got taught.
Oh, of course. I fake laugh as I do this. That's right, yeah.
Well, for Kaga, you are laughing genuine.
And she pulls out another piece of paper and said that Ankangasero had this glowing recommendation by his former captain in the war he was fighting in before he disappeared.
What recommendation?
She shows you a parchment with a lot of writing on it in a language you've never seen before.
Can I try to verify if I actually can decipher it?
You recognize the signature at the bottom of being the guy who you served under when you were actually fighting in the war as the medic.
Can I see the writing from where I am?
What was it?
Can I see the writing from where I'm standing?
Yeah.
Would I recognise
lady,
it is
Undercommon,
lady.
Draconic. Okay.
Excuse me, lady, can I ask you a favor for someone that can actually read this? I can't, but
Well,
it seems important.
The important part is they recommended you and said that you were someone of worth. We checked up on all of you before we signed you up.
That I can read this?
I never said you could read it. I just showing you that we did receive a recommendation from your former captain.
Oh, okay. This is the recommendation for the captain. Okay.
That said that you're worth our time.
Okay. I will treasure this.
Though they did warn you might have trouble dealing with undead.
Yeah, I hate them.
She says, looking at the rest of you, saying, if you're happy to spend your time between now and then, I expect you, if you want to start looking in the vault underneath the pillar, that you wait until you've finished your training before you do so. That way you'll have more time on your hands. But you will still need to spend your days in Corvosa dealing with building your own network and giving yourself roots in that city.
It does seem likely that we may have to spend some of the evenings and nights at Corvosa too as part of that process.
She has no problems with that, but until after you finish the training she's got assigned for you, you might need to spend most of your nights here. But you'll have 2 nights a week that you can then go out there on their celebratory nights. So you'll still be able to spend time with those people.
Nice.
So be aware that every time you use your portal, it will make noise and put on a light show.
Will make noise and what?
Put on a light show.
Make light? Is that it?
Yes, it will light up the building that you...
It will be obvious and apparent to anyone nearby that the portal is in use.
That
Okay.
is correct.
Annie.
And is
So
available.
we don't need to mess with that, right?
Okay, where is my mouse? I have a mouse somewhere. There it is, coming across. Okay.
Maybe instead of making routes on the city, maybe I can like explore the city wilds and see if my friends, aka animals, can tell me something interesting going on. Maybe I can making a net of spies or something.
Just letting you know, Annie has now joined in from home. So Annie, your characters are currently sitting with the Pathfinder leader of your region, who is just having them tell her what they've been doing over the last few weeks in Corvosa.
Yep.
Well, well, technically a week in Corvosa because it took you a month to get there.
And you spilt the beans on Pinwickle's lack of discreetness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
And Bella...
Fair. Pimwinkle spilled his beans all over my family home, so...
Yeah. And you also found out when we went to the portal back to through Pinwickle's mum's house.
Can
I
I
have,
just say not beans?
Yeah, not me.
Not beans.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Victor.
I know what beans is. Beans is not that.
Yeah. So I came back through and I went into the kitchen with my mother, and there was two other halfling wives there. And it looks like I have a pair of wives at a lot of cities I have to go to now. So, yeah. So I officially have 4 wives now. So
That you knew about, or were they a surprise?
a surprise for me. Trust me, very much surprise.
Oh.
And the mum knows the full details of their relationship.
Yes. So.
Ooh.
So she's quite very disparaging towards him about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Suppose I should have told her in advance and stuff like that, and yeah.
And she missed the wedding and everything, she's upset.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit guilty now. And then I got told, then Bella decided to intrigue our Pathfinder lady leader, all about what I got up to in Cordosa, while I was sitting red-faced in the corner trying to hide my face from her direction kind of thing. So,
Yep.
So.
Okay. So, that's you all caught up in what you've missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Would you like to tell everyone what who your character is?
My character is Nexa, a half-orc barbarian. Not sure if they're male or female at this stage, but...
Which is exactly what I said a little while ago. But we do have a potential of doing a miniature up for Nexa, because we're currently doing some work around on some stuff, and that may end up being a Nexa miniature.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
It doesn't have to be male, but it can be female. I don't really care. I was going to keep with what you felt like using as a character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Martin, there is some floating window in front of your camera in the Skype.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
some window that you pop up. Sorry.
Sorry, it is a pop-up that's only on sharing, so everyone else gets it recorded. It's just... it was covering me slightly. Sorry about that.
Alright.
Okay.
He was just being sensitive, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, it means you don't have to see those rude gestures. Okay, so you find yourself that you're going to be spending the next probably about 3-4 months at least training, and when it gets to the end of the year, you'll be given leave to go off and start doing your own thing. So you get a bit of montage of training.
Nice.
Of Pimwickle disappearing on multiple occasions.
To look after his wives. I have to be a proper husband, okay? I'm just saying that. I didn't say what I also, in the meantime, you get invited to a wedding at both locations. Because I feel I should do that right. And Can I drag my mum across to the portal, through the portal or not?
You could, but then that would be the Pathfinder secrets.
Yeah. Now, I'll have one at Magnamar, at my mum's house, and do the proper thing, because I make sure, sorry mum, here, okay, and try to do something. I'll have one for my sister at the other place, so, and a similar kind of setup kind of thing, because I realise I need to do that, so, and, I do go back and talk to Bearlast Dad and go,
well, in that whole time he's not available.
the whole time.
Yeah.
I am wondering the next city I go to, what's going to happen. But I feel I'm happy with just between the two cities at the moment. And yeah, and I'll also try to get as much update from my sister as possible when we go back to Corda. So back to So Cordosa. Yeah.
Cordosa.
Yeah, and so Kid to give me a lead into what's going on, and while she's probably giggling herself funny every time she sees me. So, yeah.
Okay. One thing you do find out is each set of your wives has a kitty cat they have for protection.
A kitty cat.
Against ravens.
No, not ravens. Please.
Can I roll a
Vampires.
Arcana check on this?
Yep.
Okay.
Shut up, Annie. No vampires here.
23.
23. It does look like a cat.
Hi, cats.
Then its eyes
We
glow
are
red
safe.
every now and then.
Can I ask my wives? This cat of yours?
Yes, cat.
Each got a cat. Each cat. Each. Or
They call it cat, but each of your wives call it cat.
on both locations. This is not a real cat, is it?
No, it's a real cat. He's cat.
Okay.
Am I close?
And
Are we not? Oh, I expect this is a private conversation.
Private
But what
conversation,
people
Victor.
should be thinking is, yes, that cat's as real as his wives.
yes, I'm thinking that, and I asked him discreetly one night, and say, "Can you tell me more about this cat of yours that you've?"
He's cat.
It's cat. Just named Cat.
No, he's cat.
He's cat.
Yes.
Cat have any special skills?
Yep. Lots of them.
But you won't tell me, will you?
Nope.
Okay. Should I be worried? Okay. I asked the same questions at both locations.
Yeah, you get pretty much the same answer from them. That they seem to like cat a lot. And he does look identical in both places.
Togo.
At one stage or other, I do talk to Bella.
Yep.
How much do you know about Cat? And I know he's not right available right now. When he comes back, we'll ask this question, okay? You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
I'm intrigued to know what Bella knows about Cat. K-A-T, I should?
Oh no, they see CAT.
Okay. Cat. Yeah. This can go in multiple bad directions, Mum, but I'm going to leave it until I talk to Bella. So.
Okay, so yes, the rest of you managed to level up, so you should all be now level 3.
Well, I was going to say, during the time we're going through there, obviously, one of the first questions that we have to deal with is, if we're going to be trying to monitor the royal family in some way, we're going to have to work our way getting close to them.
And they recommend basically becoming some sort of businessman in the city. And the first thing they say is not a bakery. Looking at Pinwinkle.
That's fair enough.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, I was trying to talk for ages before.
Well, we couldn't hear before.
We hear you now.
Now. Oh, hello. I know nothing. Nothing.
Nothing? Are you...
Nothing.
No. I want to understand, Bella. I said, you've seen a lot of my lifestyle, which I've never shown anyone before. Now...
And you've seen a lot of mine.
Yeah.
And one thing Beleth does know is his raven is completely afraid of cat.
Fantastic.
Oh, fuck.
That's what cat was for, was his ravens.
No, really, I genuinely know nothing about this thing other than the fact that, I don't know, let's make up a name for him again. Blorcat doesn't like him.
Is there a prayer room back at the Pathfinder Society?
Yeah.
Because I want to have some spare time by myself and just help sweats outside.
Yes, inverted commas, prayer room. Yeah, is that what you call it?
Yeah, hey, settle down. This is true, actually. So I'm going to...
Gets down on his knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Annie. Thank you.
And he prays with his wives frequently.
They say a lot of, oh my god.
Yes. Only they truly are worshipping and revering their devilish, their demonic overlords.
Yeah, thanks for digging me a bigger hole, guys.
Here to help.
Yeah, I know. I love you. So...
Not as much as I love you.
I know. So I'm going to be talking to...
Right. The wives will love it long time.
I'm going to pray to Phrasma.
Yep.
And just say, Phrasma, and I'm going... I'm worried about this cat. And I just talk about going, yes, I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life, but...
And while you're doing that, this cat just appears on the altar in front of you, staring at you with the red eyes.
Bing.
Can you talk, cat?
It just blinks at you. And then starts spreading itself.
But
honestly, my friend, I'd leave sleeping cats lie.
Look.
Yeah, be careful. He's about to offer you a stone.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. And he knows why.
Only it'll probably be a furball instead.
Now, hi, cat. I'll talk to the cat now. Because you interrupt my prayers to Phrasma. Now, I do not know what you really are, except for a cat. But can we make sure that we have a...
You hear a very gravelly voice in your head going, I am not a cat. I am cat.
I shit myself almost on the spot.
Cat. Bing, I'm a kitty cat.
So we have a mutual respect right now, I assume?
He just stares at you, no blinking at all.
Okay.
One hell of an assumption.
I know. I'm pushing the limits here, okay, fella?
You're damn right, right?
So I keep out of your way, you keep out of my way? Is that how it works?
He just stares at you.
Okay. If I'm causing concern to you, can you please let me know?
It blinks once and then disappears.
And I, in my head, pray to Phrasma going, oh fuck.
And then he appears again.
Okay. Gotcha.
My friend, why are you talking to cats? It's just a cat.
You're not there. I'm by myself in the prayer room, okay? Just put it out there. I go back.
Who says Belath isn't there? He was talking to you. You did walk away to a prayer room. And
You followed.
it is not beyond Belath to fuck with prayers.
Okay. I really fucked up this time, haven't I, Bella?
Look, I'll be honest. I don't know why you worry about these petty little things. Just keep living life. Enjoy your wives. Enjoy life.
I'm trying
Don't worry
to.
about all.
I'm trying to.
Don't worry about this nonsense.
Okay. Cool.
It's just a cat. Stop talking to animals.
Okay.
That's my friend Flarman's job.
No, I was going to say, yeah. And then Bella immediately turns to his shoulder and says, you be quiet.
No, I don't talk to animals. I talk to devilish beasts.
Oh.
It's better to talk to animals than having two wives, I guess.
So Balef does recognise that the cat is a devilish beast.
Bella, even knowing that, still says exactly what he says.
Yeah, because I didn't expect much more from Bella, but from a player aspect, not a character. But okay.
Well, no, it was appropriate both ways.
I know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Anyway, so I try to fulfill my role as a
knowing
husband both ways. Try to make sure I don't get in the cat's road at any stage, and also try to work on my my slave and make sure I teach him a few new skills while I'm doing my training.
Okay, so he'll also go up to the next level.
Cool, we'll sort that out with you later. So.
Okay, so yes, you guys have had this whole training montage where Kangasero disappears every now and then to get some nature. Where Cordar has some time to disappear to Sandpoint to catch up with family.
Oh, okay. He does get a chance to get over there?
He does get a chance to get over there because it's only a day's ride away.
Well, he'll definitely take that opportunity then. So,
Balath has time to spend in his family home catching up with his siblings.
Oh, hard pass. Wait, by catching up, do you mean killing them?
No.
Well, then I'm out.
Well, I didn't say he had the chance. I didn't say he was going to. Nexus had the chance to catch up with her, her sister,
Yeah.
and find out about the various other siblings floating through town.
Yeah. Did I find out any more about my parents' death as well?
Yes, it was apparently some disagreement over a debt.
Okay. Was that to the royal family?
No, it was to some sort of association that was lending money, and no one really knows who's behind it.
Okay.
I have a good idea. Fuck. My whole family's screwed over this at the moment. Literally.
So basically, people just talk that there's money lenders who come around offering money as long as you pay up. They're happy to extend credit.
Yeah.
Well,
and then were killed because of that?
So what was that?
Was that why they were killed? Because they didn't pay up in time?
You believe they were killed because they couldn't pay up?
Yeah.
Well, your mother was anyway. Your dad sort of never really lived with the family that much, except for your stepdad did, and he died.
Yeah, and he got killed in the same altercation.
I thought money was only to give people happiness.
Can I, after big regrets of what happened in the house the first time,
Yep.
I clean up the house and everything. I leave the main bedroom back to Nexa, and I have I don't know, I'll find a place where I can, not a nicer room.
Don't worry, they're setting up a nursery for you.
Well, you can always do sex with animals. They will never give you shelter.
What the hell?
Not guaranteed.
Oh, Victor, that's gone too far. Sorry.
Centaurs came from somewhere.
Well, it's true. Someone told me.
What the fuck?
If that was true, how did Centaurs
I am
get
not
created?
saying I did it.
Where'd the Minotaur come from?
I am not saying I did it.
openly
I am saying
stops and jaw drops. This is the only time you have ever seen him shocked.
I just actually snorted.
this is something I learned. Okay.
So I'll let you guys continue for a little bit while I go to the bathroom.
Slightly impressed.
I look at Kangasura with a what the fuck look, and it's like I'm very much like Belath going, excuse me, these are real people, and don't consider them animals. Thank you.
Well, we are all animals, just a different species.
Yes. And cat is not an animal. Don't mention cat in any of the terms.
Oh, that's not a cat.
No, that's cat is cat.
I know what a cat is. A cat. That's not it. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's not a cat.
It's cat.
I know cats.
Don't argue. It's just cat. Okay. When it's cat, it's cat.
I
it's cat.
know cats. That's not a cat.
So anyway, yes, I find when I get home one time in both locations, I have a little kind of start having a pram and then a little thing for baby and all that kind of stuff. I should, but let Martin sort that out when he gets back. 4 wives.
Did Martin miss the whole animal thing?
No, he got it. He's still laughing. He walked to the toilet. Okay, just put it out there. So.
Whoa.
And I was like, I'm sitting there going.
I'm not saying I did it. I just noticed.
I feel like I need an adult. And I think Jeremy is the closest thing to an adult we have.
Yeah, that's
By the way, Belath, you're the best man to the weddings at both locations, by the way. So,
Fuck yeah, this is going to be a wicked wedding.
yeah, I just thought I'd put it out there.
wicked.
Okay.
Kashav.
So you decide to have a wedding in Corvosa and in Magnamar.
Yeah, I'm not going too fancy because I haven't got much money with me.
So the Magnamar wedding is lavish.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Bella spends coin.
Well, the father of the brides has put out the paid for the ceremony completely.
Father of the
What the
bride?
coins for is just to make them happy. They are happy.
Bella
Oh.
invites you to have the wedding at the Silver Tongue Manor.
Yeah, so the father of the brides would be his father, right?
Oh yeah, do there. Nice packing. Nice structure
yeah.
outside.
That money would have transferred around to the... Okay, yeah, the weddings are both lavish at both locations based on the amount of coin I paid. So...
How about did you make a marriage in the manor?
And so basically, they've hired out an entire theatre
Shit.
in each location.
Shit.
There is performers and everything.
Yeah.
It's become the event of the season.
I was going to say, the one bright side that Cordo's seeing out of this is it might be an introduction to nobility in Corvosa.
And Magnamar.
Well, not me.
We're supposed to be getting in contact with the royalty in
Do I
Corvosa,
claim
so
nobility now?
if they end up being invited, or there's people who become a stepping stone, that's probably advantageous.
So
But Bella is nobility.
yeah, I'm asking Martin whether I should get trained in nobility now, or...
You can when you get to level 3.
Yes, that's going to be one of my first things I do, I think, right now.
Okay.
Wait. In any of those parties, those face parties, there was any like fountains or bashing
fuck's sake,
pictures
Victor.
or?
And the ring bearer was squirt each time.
Stop getting naked in our bloody fountains.
That's okay. There's a bunch of guests that will more than happily get naked with him.
Also, I am not in a bathroom. I am
who?
in the back of my trailer.
Okay.
Who is happy to go free? I didn't get it.
So anyway, I'm doing the proper thing because I thought I'd be the proper husband.
Oh man, we need some energy in.
So when you go to the ceremony that he's arranged while you're still spending your time leveling, you find that the place is packed with probably about 800 to 900 people in Magnamar. You can see all the nobility all coming in with grand entrances.
So
Wait,
these are people
can
that
I-
I've known in the past, or
Yep.
and they would never talk to me, right?
Who would never talk to you.
So they're now talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bella spends a disproportionate amount of money on his vehicle of entrance and just makes himself look like a total asshole.
How about to give you like a nice party gift, mushroom tea made from some poisonous things that will give you many energy, much energy you need, and plus a little bit of awkwardness during the events.
I would refuse anything from Kangasura based on history. So, but
Do you guys remember that song that had like Arnold Schwarzenegger being like, "More energy"?
so, but
I'll find you a link to it, but that's all I'm thinking at the moment.
I feel like while what I've done was an unusual situation, I feel that I've got some gain and benefit out of it in some way. So in both locations, I would have met nobility in both locations.
So
Yeah.
you do see that the family of the bride are all drop dead gorgeous, male and female. Mother of the bride is so stunning she just winks at you and go whatever. You think she's asked you to do something and you just go sure.
Here, Pickwick, you do better to read this, man.
So all of them, so I was distracted. So you basically have all of them are on the bride side are all gorgeous. And all that. What did he say to me?
The mother of the bride is so pretty that she just has to wink at someone and people start ripping their clothes off.
Okay.
Jeez.
Now, look, I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm fully aware that as Belloth has told me recently, I need to enjoy life. I can't dwell on things that I cannot change. And I go, and I'd introduce myself as part of the wedding. And nice to
Hey,
meet you.
Penguin,
Yeah?
you're going to that special hell.
And that's okay. And you find out you're being married under the church of Asmordigan.
Is that totally against charisma?
You have no idea. You'd never heard of it before.
Do I feel any burning sensation or anything like that when this happens?
No.
Do I feel like I'm getting the...
What does Belath know, having ranks in religion?
Belath also hadn't heard of Asmordigan before. Apparently, it's a new god.
Yeah, cool.
Just for the player's perspective, it's you should ask the Friday group about Asmordigan.
Now...
Well, having fun in God.
And this was in Magnamar, this particular service, was it?
Yep, this one was in Magnamar.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got nothing that... Oh.
And they do have a cat as their symbol. But it's more the cat's claw.
Well, that's not a cat. I know what a cat is. But never mind. Not that I am telling someone.
Yeah. So while this is all going on, and I have to do an update to my Shadow Lodge at one stage or other, I'll try to see if I can have a range, in whether it be in Cordosa or Magnamar, catch up with my Shadow Lodge equivalents and have a quick chat.
Well, the only Shadow Lord equivalents you know are in Karmagar.
Crap, okay.
But you do have this lavish ceremony where you get to meet all these interesting people.
Yes.
And everyone's calling you Mr. Winkle.
Mr. Winkle.
And I get to get naked in front of every single one of them.
And people cheer you on.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Winkle's my new nickname.
I like more to take a bath in silence, but not that I care.
Well, I feel that's why I definitely have to go take the trait of nobility now based on this.
And there is this very
Tim Winkle and his Druid Dinkle.
I do try to introduce Belath because I feel that Belath would like to meet high society in some way. But I know that Nexter and Cordar really don't give a rat's ass.
Okay. Yeah. Cordar attended the ceremony but didn't hang around for the reception.
No.
The food was fantastic. It was the best tasting food you've ever had.
What does my mum think about this whole
even
situation?
Me?
Can I ask?
Even me?
Even you thought the food was fantastic.
Okay. What did my mum, when she met all these people, what did she think?
She thinks that you've moved up in the world.
Okay. When I go back to, was it
Corvosa?
Corvosa, sorry, I can't get him. I assume my sister is going to join the wedding because I've invited her. I do ask, does that mean I can...
She's one of the bridesmaids.
Yeah, of course she would be. I do ask, does that mean I can... Maybe you could introduce me to the king now? I do ask her.
Well, the king's there.
The king's there.
With his wife.
Do I meet them in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
And King, Queen, you can
Magnamar doesn't have a king and queen. Magnamar
well,
has a
governor. We've switched to the Corvosan service now, have we?
So I've met nobility on Magnamar, and then I've gone to Corvosa, and
the Magnamar service was actually very understated, which you didn't think it was until you saw the Corvosan ceremony.
Yeah.
The Corvosan ceremony made the Magnamar was like they must have had restraint when they did Magnamar, because looking here, it seems like you've got devils providing all sort of waiter service. You have.
I would have thought it was not so much the exercise restraint in Magnamar, it's just that their resources were more readily available in Corvosa.
And you even have the Hell Knights in attendance in Corvosa.
Oh damn, I'm not stripping naked in front of
Does the Hell Knight who branded me with my slave turn up?
No, he was in Magnamar. He didn't show up.
Didn't show up to the wedding?
No, he wasn't invited to that one.
Oh, okay. I was just going to be a smart ass inviting and saying, look what I do now. And I kind of thought,
so Mark,
yeah.
Noting that we've got 4 months or so,
yes.
How much money does the party actually have?
Okay.
Well, don't ask me.
No, on the idea that there potentially is a case of people might want to purchase items or things like that. Like, how much money do we have left is probably more the point.
Okay.
You did have a lot of money.
Okay. So, I think before we went to Cordosa, we each had 30 gold each. I gave to everyone. We have, in
we can assume that you'll spend anything you wanted to do between now and next session.
We've got access to purchase
stuff.
The type of magical items we can afford are available in that 4-month period, either at Magnamar or Corvosa, I'm assuming.
Because you can basically say, can I get this made, and someone can spend time making it. Whereas when you go shopping, it's like, do you have this? We don't have it in stock.
So I think I'll let if somebody wants to go first. I've got ideas of my character, but I want to make sure other people have a chance. Is there anything anyone else would like to get over this period, kind of thing, or
only runes for the hand wraps? Anything else? I don't want.
Okay. So yeah,
probably do, but just a whole bunch of little magic stuff.
Yeah. So maybe between sessions, you want to everyone just sit through. I think I wanted to do was I do have magical dagger. It's a +1. I only get 1 rune on a +1, don't I?
A +1 is an actual rune itself, as is the striking, and then you can have 1 property rune for a +1.
Yes, I've got a +1 ghost touch.
If you want to make it, so is it a +1 striking ghost touch or just a +1 ghost touch?
Ghost touch.
You can put striking on it still, which makes it do an extra dice of damage.
I'll probably do that.
It's about 65 gold.
Okay.
I think. Because it's about 100 to do +1 in striking. One of the things you do that Balath does get really annoyed about is that at each of the ceremonies, Pinwinkle is given the honorary title of a Lord of the City in each city.
Oh fuck.
Who? Pinwinkle?
Pinwinkle.
Lord Pinwinkle.
Yep.
Oh no.
Jesus. Yeah, this is bullshit.
He paid for it.
I suppose
well, certainly, as I said, whilst Cordar did not hang around for the reception of Magnamar, noting the guest list at Corvosa, he's figuring that he's part of our duties, so he will be attending at the reception at Corvosa in an attempt to meet and greet to the movers and shakers to try and get contacts at a higher level of society. And
one thing for Cordar, while he was visiting Sandpoint, he finds out that in the time you've been away, Amiko, one of your people you knew growing up, has gone missing, and Shailu's gone off looking for her.
And missing for how long?
Has been missing for more than a month. There was a goblin raid on your town, and she went missing sometime during that raid.
Would Rory be anywhere near there?
And her half-brother also missing.
How about we go look for them?
And Horori, there's a little Asian kid, Horori, running the bar in her absence.
I wasn't little Asian, I was 6 foot.
At this stage, you're still the young kid.
Okay, I go.
And no, we don't have time to go look for them, Kangasero, because, well, for starters, Cordar was the only one that went to Sandpoint, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And secondly, considering the fact that we're working by day and training by night, that doesn't leave a lot of time to go off adventuring for looking for other things. So.
And the only person you know who is looking into it is Shalalu, and she's been gone tracking goblins in that time.
Harori would do meet Cordar, go, "Hi, I'm Harori, how are you?" And do a completely awkward kind of situation talk with
At
Cordar.
this stage, she doesn't speak anything but Tian.
I will talk in Tian to you, and you go, "What the hell?" and just ignore me. So
he's been running the bar speaking only Tian.
That's right. And I go, "Oh, yeah." And
so, well, Cordar will whilst he hasn't got the opportunity, or if he does get the opportunity to spend at least afternoons or something like, or a weekend or something like that to help the search in some way, he would be happy to do so. Or he'll probably also helping if there's anyone.
One of the things he does find out is the Hell Knight chapter of the chain has taken over the protection of the town. And they have a new god and cleric set up in residence in the church, having the old priest who died during the Goblin Uprising with a arrow to the face.
Yeah.
And their holy symbol appears to be a face with claw marks across it.
Is that something that I know? No.
And they do say the god Asmordigan. So the new priest of the Sandpoint Cathedral is a devotee of Asmordigan.
Right. So, well, okay, I'll have a think about what ties Cordar still has in Sandpoint, aside from Koya and Co, and determine whether they need any assistance in escaping the situation.
Well, most of them seem to be that they seem to be doing okay at the moment. It's just that for them, they're finding that the Hell Knights are very much anti-corruption. And their version of anti-corruption, it doesn't leave any wiggle room.
Yeah.
And but you do have a chance to have linked your rune gate.
Yep.
Would you like to have done that?
I will certainly attempt it, although I would probably. Well, actually, no, because the rune gates count as Pathfinder secrets, don't they?
They do, yes.
Well, it might also depend upon what accommodation arrangements and options Cordar still has there. So I'll talk to you about it over time, because
it's all good. We can have a flashback later.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that, yes, he would like to do it, assuming it can be set up and he's got a space to set it up in. But he also doesn't necessarily feel that he's ready and competent to set it up himself. So he'd be looking to get assistance. First person to think of obviously would be Koya, but then he remembers, oh, hang on, but we're not supposed to actually talk about Pathfinder secrets, so he may actually talk to Madam Hindmarsh to discuss the confirmed processes and find out whether there might be anyone available who would be able to assist him setting it up. It's not like he trusts any of his co-workers to do it.
Did you see with the camera or not?
I saw exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I was going to ask, did they fix up the rule gate?
No, your ring was working correctly.
I was done properly?
Yeah.
What about all the shaking? Did they find out?
That's a side effect of it being easier to link to.
Oh. Okay. But is it shaking as much anymore? Or?
Still shakes.
Okay. My wives would...
They don't mind.
Yes, I was thinking that. Was that you, Eddie, laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Because I'm sitting there going... I think she knew exactly where direction I was going with that one. But, yeah. Okay, I just thought I'd ask about that. So I'm classifying myself as Lord Quinwickle, expert in rune gate creations and things like that.
You're telling people you're into rune gate creations?
No. I know that personally. I let Cordar know about this, especially when I hear he wants to put one in Sandpoint. I kind of keep prodding him, saying, "If you want an expert, just come see me." Okay, but it's all right. Look, if you feel that you can try to do it yourself, go ahead. I'm more than happy for you, kind of thing. But I do.
Cordar doesn't even discuss the option of with anyone in the party about setting up the rune gate.
How about something about the
27
druids
perception
around here?
I'm percepting that.
So, what was that, Victor?
Yeah, Victor.
In the downtime, maybe I can try to track like the leaf order of druids and maybe inform myself of something happening here.
Okay,
or maybe like just assess the wilds and like know shit around, because I have been out of the wilds for a while, even though I am not calling anything here home.
So you spend some time around Magnuma and Corvosa, and I'm just looking up Druid now to make sure I get it right for you.
Alright.
That's cool.
Just having a bit of interesting music in the background, giving it some nice counterpoint.
Yep.
Okay, so around Magnuma, you find the order there is the Storm Order.
So not the people that I
But they're happy
actually
to
know
talk to you.
much. What?
They are happy to talk to you because you are a druid. You may not be their order, but that doesn't mean that they are not friendly to druids because you basically follow the same belief structure. But you do learn
Alright.
that they're very much against pollution and enough damage to the environment that you actually change the climate.
So Corvosa or Magmama is involved in something like that?
They are there to stop it happening. But they do base themselves on the place where it meets the ocean. So you've got ocean, land, and forest, and that's roughly where they're centered. Is the big cliffs between Magnuma, Sandpoint, and Corvosa.
Nice.
So.
And how about Corvosa? What's around there?
Around Corvosa is the animal order. Because they have a very big linking to the Shoanti and their totems.
Nice.
And so their big thing is against cruelty to animals or killing animals unnecessarily is against their belief structure.
Not that I have anything against animals, but this is not my thing yet.
I know, but and they do say that most of the wild order is up around Kalmagar because, well, they have to be.
That's where I'm from.
There are a lot of savage people up there, and the leaf orders
Makes sense.
mostly around Riddleport because there is a elven forest nearby, and they share a lot of the beliefs.
Is that far?
Yeah, that is far. That's the other end of Varisia.
We don't have any portal links there, right?
Your group does not, but you might end up having to be nice to the other group because they do. Because you find out that they have been doing the same thing you guys has been spending every night training and every day in Riddleport keeping track of what they tell you is a blot in the sky.
So are they training in Magnuma?
They are training in Magnuma.
Oh, okay, yep.
So why are they withholding information from us? Are we actually not working together?
So you do find out from them that they are looking into the strangeness of some magical phenomenon in the sky that even the mages of the city have not been able to identify. And the strangeness of it, the mages who have had to have their ego removed from the equation because they have one of their higher mages remove their memory of the events after they write it all down for what they've studied, so they keep trying to find new angles to solve this problem. So they're doing a fresh take on it every day to try to find a different angle and solve why it's there. And they have had to go to this level of drasticness because they were trying to one-up each other. Now they have to share their results because they don't remember what they've done the previous day. So they spend half a day getting up to speed on what's happened and what everyone's done without knowing who's done what. And there's also been some sort of champion challenge held in Riddleport, and because of that, most of the other party members have been cursed with some sort of epic task to complete, including
what?
Epic task, including Duza having to slay the Sandpoint Devil, which Cordar knows from legend. Which you find quite funny.
Okay, so about the animal order, where are they up to on Corvosa or something?
They basically go with the herds. They don't have a set spot,
All right.
and there's a lot of.
Then I didn't.
Go ahead.
Then I didn't find anything useful, right?
Well, no, you did find a lot of useful stuff from them because they've been talking about how the land is changing over time. Who are you talking to?
No. I just found a feat for acrobatics called Catfall, and I just thought it was very fitting right now. But I'm just
Oh, it's what quarter I got. Quarter I got Catfall.
Yeah, I just thought it was very. So I thought, that's very kind of. I think anyway.
You
Go
just
ahead.
keep falling into cat.
Wow, Annie, wow. Yeah. I did leave that
Or
open,
like
by the way.
spiders, but that's okay.
And that was pretty cool, Annie. It's definitely. Yeah. I can't say that. Yeah, no.
Big tarantulas. Oh.
I'm not a big spider fan, so I don't want to visualize them too much. Okay, so you guys have then had all this time doing stuff. Does anything Nexa would like to have done during your 2 to 3 months?
Huh? So we've got access to all the different cities, yeah?
You got access
The
to
portal cities.
you got access to the 2 cities, so Corvosa
Magnemar
and
and
Magnemar.
Corvosa.
But I did have one question still. Why are the other group not working with us? Not like in conjunction, but like in the same purpose. They are looking to the sky, yada yada yada. But why they are not sharing information with our group? Is that the question?
They'll share as much information as you talk to them about.
And the big thing is, this is the first time you've been in the same location as them.
Since Absalom.
Yeah, since Absalom, and since you first gained level 2. So you spent a little bit of time with them when you gained level 2,
Hey,
but then you disappeared.
Is the
again.
one that we hated and caused issues in the...
He's not with the group anymore.
Oh, so Bells and I give a little small high five to each other, by the way. Yeah.
I know that we are kind of competing at first to become Pathfinders and stuff, but now that we both are, maybe we do have access to the towns they have access to. I don't know.
Or maybe we just fight them to the death and we win.
You technically can get them to take you to Riddleport with them, and you can technically take them to Corvosa with you, but you're reliant on each group to do that.
No, I don't know. Well, Bell and Nath will discuss this.
And you do find out that where they're linked to is Parry's Sex Palace.
They are.
Yep.
Now, my character's going...
That is some place that Pinkwink is interested in.
I'm sorry, but it does suit the theme of my character right now, but...
Because he's very much gone down the Chilaxian free love.
Well, I believe I've got to live life right now because I've got no other way backwards than this. So,
but you'd have to do that later after they've had a chance to do things.
Yeah. No. I'm.
It is an option for later.
I'm just going to talk to him and not going to say anything else. Not give away too much. So.
No, the thing is, I know you guys have something opposed to the other group, but Kanga is not like hard feelings or anything like that. So for him, is like this is like a simple request. Like why not? I can meet with my druid friends.
No,
you know,
I remember
he doesn't have any hate in his heart or something like that.
Oh, we did have a fight with him back in the early things.
You did, yes.
Yeah, where I think Ross's character started shooting at us or something like that. That's where the hatred for Ross's character came from. But
I don't think Ross wasn't in that one.
Was he in the early one?
He was in.
It was a gnome that started shooting us, which I'm not sure if it was Stefan's or not. But I don't know. Don't know to this day. But we did have a blue with them early on when
there was this avalanche that you guys had to deal with.
No, we had to go to a tavern and we met them at the same time, and then they were trying to
undercut. They were the forest demons that.
We're trying to undercut us because I know we were in a place where they had mermaids and all that kind of stuff. That's all I remember, but it was like.
While we were in Absalom, we were in competition.
Yeah.
Now we're both groups that have been assigned different tasks within the Pathfinder Society to different areas.
You've both been given different cities to keep watch over for different effects.
But why not? Why we don't have access to the portals by the society?
You're going to have to
by
talk
the society
to them.
itself.
You're going to have to talk to them and convince them that you're worth being a friend that they want to help.
Now, this might go poorly, but okay.
And you'll get absolutely no help from Bella.
Or from Pinwinkle. Oh, Lord Pinwinkle, thank you.
So
Well,
it is. You have to contact Harry
point of
Potter.
view, yeah, for Kanga point of view, he will try that. But I know it's not a good idea.
You might want to leave a message for Perry Hotter on the Friday night's group session.
Okay. Well,
Okay, you can interpret whatever Kanga says or do there.
No, Victor, send me a message and I'll pass it on for you. How's it sound?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you play both groups?
I know people
Or
in
if
that
you
group.
like, Bella would be happy to write the note down for Kangasera.
Oh, no.
Well,
Dear Darla,
oh,
I
Jesus.
hate your stinking guts.
Martin, are you alright?
Yeah, no,
Give me a sec.
no, Martin just had a laughing fit and almost broke the camera.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see if I can get my camera working again.
but that's alright. But no,
I can see the other camera.
no, I know people in that Friday night game. They're Victor. So if you do want to do that, I would, based on I am now Lord Pinwinkle, I would go to my head on certain things. I would probably get some sort of nobility clothes I can wear every so often when I'm not pathfinding. So,
And with 4 pregnant wives.
The thing is, I am ready to break the ice and ask them.
I need to get a quick a couple of jobs to support my wives now.
Oh no, they always seem to come up with money when they need it.
Shit. Okay. Why feel like this character needs a job?
baby yours?
We'll find out when it's born, won't we, Bella?
Gonna come out half orc or a quarter orc. Nexar's revenge.
It's,
Wow. Wow, Nexa, wow.
truth be told, it's a Jerry Springer-esque is the baby yours. The baby is
Da-da-da-da.
potentially yours!
Why does it look like Koda? Oh, yeah.
Well, I Kanga knows that it isn't his.
Okay, so
Really have sex with animals.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I know.
but there might be some little kangaseros scurrying around in the wilderness outside.
Could be little ladies. Is it ladies? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that, ladies and gentlemen, as Jeremy so pointed out, is how centaurs were invented.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh.
I got 4 pregnant. Oh, far out. Okay.
And now I'm reminded of Full Metal Alchemist. Why does it hurt, big brother?
Yes, I know what you.
No.
I remember that one.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you're now well rested, mostly.
Yes. I've almost.
SMG quicker.
Hey, no. I've got up a level. I've got some stamina. So now.
And Pinwinkle also has a monthly meeting as he attend in each of Corvosa and Magnamar.
Oh, for nobility stuff.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to make sure I get try to get an understanding of, especially in Corvosa, about the king and queen, and see if I can,
So in Corvosa, you sit at the same table as your sister.
opposite ends or not?
Not next to each other, but she's at the high end. You're at the low end.
Well, I can live with that. I'm still with.
You're with all the other title in name only.
That's right.
Was I invited?
No, any lords are coming along to this. No.
Okay.
But I'll go along and I'll try to get some more interest about the king and queen's relationship and see if I pick up anything that might be handy to tell back to.
Apparently,
give me access to the King's Woods. Oh yeah.
So what's reported most often from that group is that the king is busy trying to make a prince, and he doesn't show up to council meetings. But the queen does.
I have advice to him.
And the queen does, but he doesn't turn up. Who is he trying to get pregnant then?
The queen.
But she's not there. She's there.
Well,
She doesn't have to be
but
there
the
all
point
the time.
is,
Yeah.
the
He
king might be
wears out.
using the time of meetings to recuperate and recover in preparation for the next quick-making session.
Well,
Whereas the queen's got more stamina and doesn't need to actually hang around and wait.
And it is a quarter of his age.
Yeah.
Man, Penwinkle and the King have a couple of things in common.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself, by the way. I didn't know how to bring that up. I was going to say Penwinkle gives the king advice, but I don't know. To me, that's too forward.
Maybe the King gives Penwinkle advice.
Oh yeah, maybe the king can adopt Pinkwinkle.
Well, this way, Penwinkle now has 4 pregnant wives. The king doesn't have 1 pregnant wife.
So I would give him advice and
I
suggestions.
wouldn't rub it in.
No, I wouldn't. No, I'll do it in a way which is respectful.
No, I think that's already been done a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Give
Yeah.
me an etiquette roll to see how well you can rub it in.
Yeah, you can get him Kagasero's
So-
advice.
Oh my
Society
God,
roll.
crazy,
I'll say
crazy
the trade,
people.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
26 total. So 26 upgraded.
26 upgraded.
So
Hey,
I
Bella,
advise the king how to
You are just
get
you are
it
just
on as
jealous.
such. I
Belaf is super jealous.
I didn't expect Penwinkle to go down single.
If Kangasero knew what Belaf did behind closed doors, he wouldn't be saying that.
Okay, so apparently Penwinkle gets a Order of the Crown medallion from his services to the king.
Oh,
Unmentionable.
for fuck's sake.
Woohoo!
All the crown.
Oh yeah. More money to spend on
How many
wives.
times does Belaf have to ruin his life before it's actually ruined?
So what does that give you? Just a high rank or?
It doesn't give you a higher rank, but it does mean you've done a service to the king, and people will give you respect because you're wearing the medal.
Except for my sister.
Come on, David. You wanted that. Come on.
Okay.
What? God, no. No way. No.
This is to the king. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe now you wanna be Pinkwinkle for a while.
No, I'd sooner poison him than be him.
No. Trust me, this all can't be good after a while, guys. I'm not fully aware of this.
Yeah, no, this is all of these good things that are happening to Penwinkle,
I'm gonna
they're
give.
all coming back.
I know. So
It's all your fault, right?
anyway,
Oh, no, it's all Penwinkle's fault, and that's the brilliance of it.
after Penwinkle starts to notice his wives are now pregnant, he gets more. You feel he get more and more stressed every day, kind of thing.
Yep.
So.
Less and less hair.
No, not that
Can
far yet.
Can you imagine
The kids are
what,
not around
what
yet,
sort of
But
thing?
you feel that his priorities have been a bit laxly over the last later in the end of the month. So
From
That's
this
okay.
time, I
They each tell you they're having twins.
oh my god. From
Really?
this time, I don't know if the kids will be like hairy or furry.
Well, they're gonna be broke, is what they're gonna be.
no. Didn't you hear that? My wives are they always seem to have money when they want to be. So
Yeah,
Yes,
look,
but
that's fine, but
The
eventually they'll
collective
get
may
old.
come.
oh look, yes. By then there's a cliff over there in the distance, and if things have to happen, they have to happen.
What?
So
Oh my god.
First of all,
I
it's
hate how
bestiality.
fun
Now
size.
Well,
Infant
yeah, that's.
yeah. Oh no, it depends on how it's only on the.
This is,
Yeah, I'm
this
just
is
saying.
Sparta.
It's hard to tell if he's going to throw his family off or throw himself off. It was pretty murky in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go with throw myself off, but that might just be because of a selfish tit. But what's going to happen here? Who are you going to kill? How many wives? How many children?
No. You might have overheard it when he was just maybe going for a walk by himself one night. You might have overheard it, and your crow might have mentioned that Penwinkle's not himself recently, or something like that. But you don't get the full story. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on this one.
And occasionally his eyes glow red.
Friend, what you don't know is that I've left a trap over the edge of that cliff. Every time you throw yourself off, a featherfall will automatically be casted. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, I don't expect
You're
any.
here for the duration.
No.
Maybe I can give you advice, man. Maybe you can give your tieflings to the druids
How
and
much?
live into the woods.
So the
Maybe they can adopt tieflings or
so Hell
something.
Knights.
Yeah.
Compared to no melody, where do the Hell Knights sit at the top?
The Hell Knights sit off to the side.
Okay. So if I feel that a certain Hell Knight has wronged me, is it possibly I could use my influence to move him to a different city?
You want to move him to Corvosa?
No. Oh, Kanga was it? Caroline?
Carmago.
Yeah. Yeah, look after the crypt. Yeah.
Kevin
No.
Garvin, he did.
You do get one of the Hell Knight proctors coming in talking to you. It's the sort of thing when he steps into the room, you can feel all heat drop from your body.
Oh. Okay.
He sort of sits at a chair across from you. You can see that the table sort of smoke a bit as he puts his gauntlets down on the table while he's staring at you, saying, "You summoned me."
Did I?
Well, you wanted to speak to one of the Hell Knights.
No. I want to see what I. And I'll.
He's just staring at you with that full face helmet, not even showing his eyes.
I thought I was thinking to myself. I wasn't actually saying it out loud, but anyway. But I go. No.
He puts a note on the table. You can see one of your wives has summoned him for you.
Oh. I feel a certain individual, and I'll explain my situation. I feel that he has done a great job here in Magnamar, and I feel that he might need to broaden his skills.
He pulls out another scroll and says, "Okay, what is his name?"
Good question.
Hello, I am Mr. Burns.
I say, I try to explain what he looks like. He goes, I'm sure he's going to say, that's like everyone we have in the Hell Nuts. And I go, I didn't quite get a name at the time, unfortunately.
You didn't get a name? Why not?
Well, I was a bit shocked what happened in the first place, and I didn't really...
So he did his job right then?
Well, look,
Are you sure it's a he, not a she?
I don't even know that.
So some unnamed, unsexed Hell Knight did you a great service and you have no idea who it is. And you want to reward them in some way.
Yes.
And what way do you want to reward them?
I feel they've done a great service to this post in Magnamar, but I believe they should broaden their experiences.
Well, we're not going to stay in Magnamar.
Aren't you? Oh. You guys moving on soon, are you?
We're moving out into the countryside.
Oh. Okay.
They're going to eat them a lot of peaches.
Okay.
We hear that there's a devil out there somewhere.
The devil, eh?
Somewhere near Sandpoint.
Oh, really? Okay.
They are going there to worship them or to kill them?
They are the Knights Against Hell. So that's what the Hell Knights' main thing is. They want to put Hell back where it's supposed to be, serving them, not trying to kill, murder, and corrupt people.
Yes.
God, these guys are nerds.
Oh.
They are. They are the paladins of the setting.
Okay. Now, I feel that you guys, that would cover my concerns for this person who I do not know the name or sex of. I feel that it's a...
And you even have a description of this person.
I describe what I think...
Give me
They look like a Hell Knight.
What's a good check for you to do?
Oh, really? Do we have to roll, man?
Yes, we do.
Oh, man. Can't we just roleplay this?
Maybe you can describe his armor.
Hey, we'll give you a lore roll.
That might be enough.
So it's basically, because you don't have a lore in Hell Knights, it's going to be a straight...
Nobility?
no, not nobility roll. Not nobility.
Underworld?
No, it's going to be a straight lore roll, which means intelligence roll.
Oh, hang on.
Wow.
But you do get to add your level to the roll.
I've got a skill for this, haven't I? I need to have a skill for this. What do I have? I thought I had a... Oh.
Well, let's better yet. Let's just make it a recall knowledge check.
This could be like a society, no? Because they are like a...
No, they're not society. I thought I had a... about that. Nimble, experience tracker. No, I don't. That's my other character.
I will make it a society roll using recall knowledge with a specific DC in mind.
Okay, so I've got trained as society +6.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, lucky dice. This would be more than a day right now, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I can use my half luck again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. It was worse. 8 total.
8 total. So if Balaf just happens to be in earshot, which he probably tried to be because he's having fun.
Yes.
He hears Pimwinkle describe the equivalent of a Mexican wearing a Mexican hat and a Mexican clothing and a Mexican sounding voice as his only description of this Hell Knight as his way of describing him.
Just slightly out of eyesight. Sorry, you hear a laugh, a very, very cackly laugh from somewhere just slightly out of earsight.
Eyesight, yeah.
Earsight?
Eyesight.
Earsight.
I stumble while I do this too because I feel
Just beyond the range of hearing.
Yeah, it's just beyond the range of...
because this is all at my mum's
just
house,
beyond
so
the
not
range of
everyone will
seeing.
be there. But Belath, who is intrigued with my situation, it likes to be hanging around my place and still wants to know more about what's downstairs. And keeps going.
And your wife keep inviting him in.
Yeah, my wife do like Belath for some reason.
Bella comes around the corner and sees if he can assist.
Okay, so you see Belath coming around the corner and the Hell Knight just looks at him. Belath gets to make a wisdom saving throw. Will saving throw in this one, sorry.
Who's sending me a message now?
Can somebody roll a d20 for me, please?
If I do it, you will
Mark
be screwed because I am using
Can
an
somebody
online.
other than Victor or Mark roll it, please?
So that makes it Jeremy or Annie.
Go on, Annie.
I was going to say, I picked my perfect dice for this, David.
Yeah, look, anybody other than everybody except for Jeremy, and Annie. Maybe let's knock Jeremy on the head as well. Annie, can you roll a d20 for me, please?
That escalated quickly.
Wow. Just because I rolled a 6. Huh.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you regret that.
Yeah.
Natural one.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so
yes.
So I at least rolled a 13 for you there, but hey, you didn't want that one.
So Bella steps around the corner, freezes in fright, has that recollection of the guy sitting down in front of Pimwinkle is the guy your dad told you never to meet in person. Because your family has been marked by death by this person.
Right, Bella literally screams.
Yep.
Well, out loud to draw attention to himself, or
Yeah, absolutely. He shits himself and then suddenly regains his composure.
As you see the helmet start turning in your direction.
He immediately turns around and walks away.
Okay.
Would you like another cup of tea? I'll try to get his...
He sort of turns, looking back at you, and says, "You have strange friends."
I've been told that many
Strange
times.
what?
Strange
You
friends.
hear some whistling, some very, very nonchalant whistling.
Yes, I do have some strange friends. I do apologise for that.
Says, "Well, while you're here,
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone by the name of Beleth. I have this death order for his family.
Really?
Unfortunately, I've been forbidden to go to Corvosa. But if he ever happens to come to Magnamar,
Yeah.
I would be more than happy to carry out the sentence."
Really? Okay. I've heard that name around. He's...
Does Bella hear that?
Yeah.
I mean...
He pulls out a scroll, and as he unrolls it, you see that a bunch of Bella's families listed on there, some of them crossed out.
Bella immediately and very clumsily runs from the building to his stuff, packs his shit, and leaves.
I will discuss that. I think he turned up to my wedding, but I haven't seen him since, kind of thing, or something like that. So.
Yes, I wanted to go to Corvosa because I'm sure he was going to be there, considering his dad was supposed to be in attendance as well. But I was forbidden from going.
Oh, really? You're not welcome down there.
My chapter's not operating down there at the moment. They're operating in this city. But we're about to move out into the surrounding
He's a
town.
massive dick.
Can I ask a question? Can another chapter perform this task, or you have to do it yourself?
It was a personal request.
Oh, really? Oh, may I ask what the family did, or...
They overstepped their mark.
Really? That's very surprising.
They like to consort with fiends too much.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's every. Yeah,
They wanted for crimes against Galaxia.
Yeah, what kind of a monster would consort with Fiend?
Oh, shut up! You're not there.
Yeah. And he says if you can give him any information, he's more than happy to provide some compensation for your troubles.
Okay, if I do hear anything, I will do pass the information on. But no, I think he was intended as part of some leakage through to my wedding. But
so if he had heard he was going to be at your wedding, he might have made arrangements to come.
No, that's fair call. But
by the way, congratulations on marrying some sort of fiend. If you spawn too often, we'll have to kill you.
If I what?
Spawn too often, he'll have to kill you.
You mean like having multiple sets of twins?
Oh, and my wives are right here, right now, aren't they? Oh, because I'm sitting in the house.
Yeah, they don't like to actually be there in person while he's around.
Oh, is my mum still there?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's just laughing.
Okay. No, that's a fair arrangement. Yes, that's understandable. I try to remain some calm where I'm going.
We're gonna have to kill him.
Oh, yeah, level 3. Don't think it's gonna work out, David. But I'm going. Yep.
We're gonna have to pay somebody to kill him.
I've got plans for that one. But anyway, I don't want to see how far my character goes down into a tunnel that he can never come out of. But he's almost there at the moment. But yeah. Okay. That's it. Look, if I hear anything, I will make sure I relay the message on. How's that sound? So.
He just nods his head in your direction. He stands up. You see some blister marks on the table from where he was resting.
Wow. Does that hurt? I ask.
Does what hurt?
You seem to radiate some sort of heat when your body. Is that something that's you got?
He just looks down at his armor and he goes, "No, that's just my armor."
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, very nice armor, by the way. Thank you. So.
It's got the spirit of many fiends he's slain.
Really? Oh.
And plus, so I've consorted with them.
Oh, okay. And I say it in the more high-pitched voice as he leaves it. Thank you for your time, sir. And and
whatever fiend you've got protecting this place, he just looks. He just seems to look around. He's never seen its like before.
And I think in my head, fuck, and because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm going, really? Okay. No, yes, it's
He said it'd probably take a battalion to take this place.
Yeah. No, plus I don't want to ruin my mother's home, so yeah. So, thank you. Okay.
He walks out.
My mum hears all this, doesn't he? Any questions, Mum? No, we always
just no. The cat's quite nice.
Cat's quite nice, isn't it? It's a nice cat, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a cat?
I did relay.
Never mind.
I did relay all the information about my sister to Mum, how she's going and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, she gets letters from her regularly.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's working with the Queen.
Yes, and I've been working for the King. Yes. So
yeah, I hear he's come down with some sort of sickness after taking some potion you recommended.
Did I?
Or you're giving him advice?
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh.
Halfling remedy.
Oh, halfling. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, hang on. I can't do that.
You can't prepare. You can't provide.
But I can advise, can't I?
But you can advise.
Cool. Let's double check him.
You told him your halfling remedy. You didn't make it for him.
No.
Otherwise, he might have already been dead.
Yeah, me too. Cool. Okay.
Maybe you need more.
I will go to the Church of Pharasma every so often.
Yep.
And
every time you do, there's this cat with red glowing eyes.
No, but I will still say, let me know when we need to do my completion of the task. I think so.
So when you actually talk to them,
yeah,
they tell you that apparently your task has been crossed off.
No longer needed.
No longer valid.
Any of my other stuff's gone, or not really?
No.
So I still have monastery initiative, but I don't have to perform the religious task anymore.
Yep.
What's a good start? That's one.
Apparently they're not allowed to ask you.
Really? And the cat's right next to him when I'm asking this. And they scared the cat, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Pimwinkle scored from a shy, innocent halfling to a...
And is also forbidden to cross the threshold of their church.
Oh, so I can't even go into the church anymore.
Oh, that's bad.
And I look at the cat, I go, I want to know what you are, but I don't want to know what you are. But
It just stares at you.
I think I'm happy with the arrangement at the moment, okay? and now, does it look at Squirt in any sort of way, the cat, or not?
Squirt picks it up and cuddles it every now and then.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It bites his ear and he just thinks it's fantastic.
Okay. Is Squirt looking any different lately, or not?
He's looking happier.
Okay.
He's got 4 mothers, a cat to play with.
The wording of that matters. That's so bad. Man. Okay. I've done my montage. I'll leave it to anyone else who wants to do
Okay,
it.
so what would anyone else like to have done in their downtime?
Well, as you said, Cordark main focus will be setting himself up enough that he could do the job in Corvosa, and when he has the opportunity, check things in Sandpoint. But
Yeah, maybe I can squeeze some time to learn about herbalism or something.
To learn about... What did you want to learn about?
Herbalism or something.
Herbalism.
Yeah, something like apply my medicine skills to nature.
Think about it this way, Victor. If you have a where you can get a skill feat or a skill increase, you might be able to use that to linkage to get herbalism trained or something like crafting trained. I think crafting is where herbalism is, isn't it?
Herbalism is under nature.
Yeah, nature. So you might be able to update your nature and do it that way, kind of thing. So I know
Sure.
with a rogue I get to increase my skills regularly, kind of thing. So I'm not sure about your character, or your class. So, but I can check right now for you if you'd like.
No, I can do that in between sessions.
Okay, so yes,
It's fine.
I will say that you do manage to get out and speak to the Leaf Order, going by Riddleport. Though you do find Parry's house to be very strange. It's a house full of pictures of Parry, without clothes on.
Of what? Sorry.
Pictures of Parry without clothes on in various poses, done by his family. And what looks like looks like he's on every wall.
That's very weird.
Yeah, very weird.
And then you find out that there's at least 50 odd people who look like Parry in town, who are part of his family. They're called the Hodders. And
That's Parry.
And then you do manage to find some elves on the edge of town who are happy to take you to the elven settlement, Crying Leaf, but
Nice.
you're unable to travel there and back in time during your downtime, so you just talk to them in the outskirts. But later on, when you have more downtime, they're happy to take you there.
This Perry house, what are you talking about? This Victor's a bit confused right now. I'm just letting you know, because I'm getting this in Messenger.
Yeah, I am very confused about what the hell is Parry.
So-
Sorry, I don't know that word.
Parry is the name of the wizard.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That is his actual name. His name is Parry Hotter. He is the wizard of the Friday group. And he calls himself the buffest wizard known to man.
Oh, no.
So there is photos all over the place of him.
Paintings done by skillful artisans who are his family.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. I was thinking it was some kind of animal or something.
No, and
Sorry.
so you actually see the mum and dad who just look like his face. Both apparently his dad is related to his mum, and the family is quite well related.
Okay.
And they're some of the nobility of Riddleport, the Hutters.
So, a pretty famous man, or self-famous.
Famous because any one person who would like to get ahead in the city would like to actually have one of the hottest kids, because then they get set up for life.
Okay. So that is what reader poetry is about, right? Very strange. I don't like any society at all, but this one seems like I hate it more.
And the food here tastes strange. So they don't have a lot of vegetables, but they do have a lot of meat. But they have no cows, chickens, or any sort of livestock. But there's meat everywhere.
Any of those druids know what the hell is this type of
It's
food?
people.
David is right.
What a downright shame.
Is this like people?
Waste not, want not is their motto. Kobolds run the bakery.
Okay. Well, I
Very
never tasted
when you
people
talk
before, but
crossover.
I don't know if Kanga will mind knowing that this is people.
Probably not.
Let me think. It's just like sentient animals.
So when you buy finger food from there, they still have the finger bone in it.
Well, I don't like the taste of bone, but I don't mind eating the fingers.
Yes. And so it is a pastime that there is a kobold bakery that goes around and collects the dead. So there's no dead people left in the streets of Riddleport. It is one of the cleanest towns in Corvosa, because you never have to worry about burying your dead.
Okay, this might be a problem. See, does Kanga know that they only eat people here, and that it's not good to eat people elsewhere?
You've never actually dealt with the fact that people are on the menu. You're used to being animals.
Yeah, but do I know that, like in Corvosa, for instance, it's bad to eat people? Because if I don't know if that is permitted only here, this might be a problem to learn that people are eatable.
No one's actually told you otherwise. You have to ask the rest of the party.
Fuck you, Martin.
Wow.
Another thing that Kanga said will learn that it's not cool.
Hey, a few bad things have happened in that town with the fact that there's only one source of meat and protein. Besides, they do have fish, but that's not the majority of their meat. So, you managed to meet with some of the leaf druids and get back to the party and have an interesting revelation.
Okay, what's that?
The fact that they eat people.
Well, they do tell me that this is wrong, right?
No.
Oh God.
For them, it's their version of recycling.
Okay.
And
then if it's green, it's good, right?
And they also tell you that they want no chance of these things rising as undead.
Well, that's better.
So this is the way they stop things rising as undead. They cook and eat them.
Oh God. Why are you telling me this, man?
And you're even able to get a manual on how to cook and prepare people.
Oh shit.
Yes. You keep wiping the dust off, and it's how to cook for humans, how to cook for humans, how to cook 40 humans.
Oh, OG Simpsons reference. Well done.
That was good.
Wow.
Okay.
And
I learned something today.
And that is in the Friday game, so it's not something unusual. It's something they've been dealing with, and they just found out a couple of sessions back that's where all their meat came from. So, and the main character who came from there didn't think about telling them about this because it was common for him. So, moving over to Balath. What is Balath doing during this downtime besides trying to keep track of all the hilarious things Pimwinkle's getting himself involved in?
You mean other than bugging the fuck out of town?
Well, that's only Magnamar.
Yeah, well, Magnamar is off the list. It is off the holiday list. We're never going to Magnamar ever again. Fuck that place.
No, except for the fact that we
honestly,
we stayed every night.
yeah, that's great. About that.
I think
Bye.
he's on learn invisibility regularly. I think that's what I'm feeling.
Maybe he just gets a big cloak.
Yeah.
And call himself whatever.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time learning disguise self. And
if
just.
if I feel that if he tells me about this, or after I found out, when I meet next Balath, I explain that I've got a hat of disguise. If he needs it every time he comes to Magnemar, just let me know. I understand his situation, and I will never dub in my friend Balath. Okay, just put it out there. So.
If you do, I will bury you in a shallow grave.
Yes, I know, and my wives will do worse to me. Okay, so fair call. So, I think we have an arrangement that we need to work together with.
Actually, Balath's going to try and find his dad.
Yep. Your dad had a note left for you in his house if he ever went back. Saying he's off travelling, seeing the motherland.
Yeah, how convenient.
And he should be back sometime in the next 3 or 4 months.
Sometime never.
I do ask about his dad. Is your dad home at all? And he says no. I'm going,
of course not. He fucked off.
Yeah.
Well, he just got the biggest payday he's ever had.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. That's pretty cool. No offense, but I don't like your family
so
much.
Balath's just going to spend quite a bit of time training, a little bit of time shopping, and really just doing a very rare thing for Balath, and that is staying out of trouble.
Yes, I believe that from now on, Balath will probably be the model citizen in Magnemar every time you're there.
Not so much the model citizen as pretty much not there.
Does the increase the reward for the crow get increased over time?
Not as much because Balath has been trying to curtail that somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do I see more instances of kids
right
with
now.
eyes?
You do see the occasional kid with a missing eye still.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't go cold turkey with this sort of thing.
Oh no, I didn't say that. I keep reminding Squirt, no, we don't upset the crow. Okay.
Though Balath does find out during that time that if he manages to collect 100 children's eyes, the crow will grant him a wish.
Holy shit.
Oh, don't.
Well,
Anyway.
lucky Pinwinkle's got a bunch on the way.
Did they manage?
Wow, Annie.
I mean,
I did dark a bit
can he
there.
only take one each, or can there be both?
Well, they're always the left eye.
So I'm only going to get 4 out of Pinwinkle's kids.
It just looks at you and said he is having 8 kids.
I was going to say the next four out of the kids in Magnemar and another 4 out of the kids in Corvosa.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get 2 each.
They're not born yet, guys. Just put it out there. I'm just putting it out there, okay?
Well, the key
besides
to investment is to plan ahead.
The crow does tell you it won't take from anyone who is tainted.
Which is clearly on Pinwinkle's side, the tainting.
Is this a cumulative total? Like, is it are we totaling the ones that he's already gotten?
Yeah. You've got about 24 so far.
75, 76 to go, boys.
Oh no. I feel this party's going really in the wrong direction. But anyway, yeah. But I'm not complaining. I mean,
was it ever going to go any other way while I was here?
And the crow does tell you its requirement is it must be an 8 till 10-year-old child.
Jesus Christ.
It's rather specific.
Righto.
but I assume the crow's nowhere near when the cat's in my house. The crow never comes near. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that I'm happy that the cat's in the house and no crow. So
the cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon? No?
And the crow is outside, not coming inside. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know the song you're talking about. Yeah.
It was anyway.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Don't worry.
Righto.
Okay, so Nexa's managed to set up her new house not the old Jizz Palace.
Even after all the cleaning? Even after all the cleaning?
Oh, what a name.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. It says Pinwinkle's Jizz Palace on the front of the building now.
My sister did that?
I know your wives. They like the name.
Wow. Can I ask him just, even then I'm not going to, this is far, make it Lord Pinwinkle? Jizz
Lord
Palace?
Pinwinkle's Jizz Palace.
Yeah, I'm
yep.
happy with that then.
Okay, it's Lord Pinwinkle's Jizz Palace.
I don't know why this is...
Amazing.
I feel, you know when you have feeling you want to start a new character? I'm starting to get that feeling. But yeah. But no, that's right. I'll go along with this.
No, please. We went for a big trouble to bring you back. Don't go away.
I'm sure none of them are regretting it whatsoever.
No.
Okay, so Beleth is managing to spend most of his free time in Corvosa.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
Otherwise being Guy Incognito.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nexa has her place up and livable, so it has a nice room, a nice front area where you can have guests, and a kitchen that Pinwinkle hasn't blown up yet.
Well, Pinwinkle's not allowed to go.
And
Yeah, I
no
was going to
Jizz
say
Palace.
Nexa would be like renovating and organised, making sure his sister was happy as well, setting the sister up and renovating the house that was left, and consulting the tarot cards as well.
Yep.
Pinwinkle occasionally offer Nexa, do you need some extra hands with that? And she'll tell her to get lost.
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, I know, I thought so.
And yes, you find that you are able to give people readings with the tarot cards. So you find that you've been able to pay for your renovations by doing tarot readings during the day.
Jesus.
Cool. What reading? Tarot reading.
Tarot
Yeah.
cards,
What's
yeah.
that?
And people come back because apparently you've been quite accurate.
And this
Oh,
is where I know it's a
tarot
fantasy
reading.
game, because with a part-time job, he can afford to renovate his house.
Well, let's face it, he's still doing a lot of the work himself.
Yeah.
Well, he spends half of the day working, half of the day repairing, and then the rest of the day training. So nights training.
Yeah.
And so Cordar's had his trouble with Sandpoint, a lot of stuff happening there, and picked up a few things along the way. And I think that's everyone's downtime. So,
Yeah.
things that have happened now that you have your New Year's celebrations. Where do you spend your New Year's celebrations? In the royalty of Corvosa or the Lords of Magnamar? Because you've been invited to both.
I would, based on for Magnamar, I'd go to Magnamar. Even though I've got a good... I have a good... Based after I hear the king has got sick, because of something I've done, I'm going to go to Magnamar, just for obvious reasons. So, I'll go to Magnamar and get my name more well out there than it used to be. So, I don't get laughed at as much as I used to.
So where does everyone else go?
If Cordar's
We are
got the opportunity to
together,
be
right?
in towards the palace or the Corvosa, that's definitely where he's aiming for, because that's where the job is.
Okay.
I would like to keep with the group because we are all in this together, right?
Yeah, and you need both of you to... You need Nexa and Pinwinkle to travel.
Okay, I'll wait for the group's decision, and I'll go whichever way. While I know that I'm not well liked in the King Palace right at the moment, I think, as much as I used to be. And I get one set of wives upset with me not to spend New Year's with them. So, they wouldn't follow. Would they follow New Year's as demons? Or?
Well, they take any occasion as a good time to have fun.
Okay, point taken. I know. I do say that I might have to go back and forwards a bit, guys, during the day. So yeah.
Honey, it's Wednesday.
Oh, not Wednesday, not again.
Oh, the sun's come up. Oh, the sun's gone down. Oh, it's midday.
Oh.
Oh, you're here.
I haven't died today.
But the day's still young.
I can give you some animals to
What the fuck?
Victor, we've got to stop this, Victor. No. I have two wives at both locations. I think we know whether they're demonic or not is beside the point. I still have two wives at both locations. I have to do the proper thing. I have to learn my role in society now somehow. Okay?
Well, he's got kids on the way. He's got multiple wives. He's got lordships.
Yeah, I got a lot of pressure on me now. So.
And he's
Bit
an
of
upstanding
performance
citizen.
anxiety, mate.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm wearing nobility clothes when I walk around now these days. More than I only have my explorer's kit on when we need to. So when I'm training. So.
Okay. At this point, I'll also point out that you did manage to identify that one of you had found the Queen's brooch.
I did, yes. I did remember that.
And none of you had actually given it to her.
Oh no, because I've got down
Because she
here.
doesn't deserve it, the spec
Well,
bitch.
no, if I've met the Queen and King,
Yep.
I probably would have given it to her.
It's definitely something that we would have been using as a, hey, here's a potential
The
gift.
brooch of gold royalty that I got? Yep.
Yep.
I got that written down.
Okay.
I did write it down properly this time. No.
So, when you actually finally managed to give it to the
Oh,
Queen...
you didn't sell it.
Yeah, shut up.
Or swap it for favors.
Look, hey. Once off, we don't discuss it again.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to get an audience with the Queen. You do when you go to the palace. You see that the flag's at half-mast.
Oh. Yes.
All the guardsmen are wearing black.
Fuck. I know where this is going. Yeah, can't have good times all the time, can I?
And no one's playing music anywhere.
I come in, I suppose I get death looks when I walk in?
No.
Oh.
So, hang on. Is this after New Year celebration?
This is
Or
after.
this...
This is after New Year's celebrations.
Okay.
Right.
We all go in together, I assume, yeah.
The king hadn't been seen for a couple of weeks at this stage.
Okay.
And somewhere along the line, while you were out of town, you missed the announcement that the king had died.
I have a dread look on my face when it happens, because I have a feeling I know where this
Wow,
is.
you killed the king.
Hey, you didn't know I didn't mention that I did this to you, anyone, okay?
Why'd you kill the king, man?
I didn't tell you that I killed
And
the
also,
king.
you got an award. Like, that's all over town.
Yeah, but
For special services.
which doesn't mean I killed the
Yeah,
king.
you're about to get an award for killing a king.
Hey. I had nothing to do with what I did.
Regicide, my friend. They made a game.
Hey, Pinkwinkle, did you manage to give the potion I gave you to the king?
No, I used a halfling. I told him a halfling remedy, which has been well known in my family to help with conceiving a child. So now, I did not make it, and I look up to Phrasma when I say this, and I just provide a thing. Just look, nothing to do with me. This is all just a coincidence that's happened. Okay, I think things happen in
Yeah, that
life.
sounds like bullshit.
I doubt that this potion, that this halfling remedy can do something if the mother is not the same species.
It's not from my wives, it's from my mother who's a halfling. And I take offence to that right now, and I put my fists up. Okay? So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just giving knowledge.
yep, that's alright. Anyway, let's just go to the Queen. Let's not discuss it in front of the Queen, please.
So, Sir Pinwinkle has been announced, and his entourage.
Yes?
As you're brought into the throne room,
And
where
my
you see your sisters sitting on one of the chairs nearby, dressed in black, as all these guardsmen are around in black. The Queen is dressed in black with a shawl over her face.
I do pass my condolences on to the Queen and say I'm briefly sorry of what happened, and
Well, you want to be sorry.
I kick Bellath in the ankle when he says that.
She does mention that he died for a smile on his face.
No, that's at least a good thing. And I'll just look at Bellath going, see. Anyway, so, and I'll just give him a look if he knows that, hey, nothing to do with me. Anyway, And I said, during our travels we found this, and I'll show you after the
She looks at it and she says, "Oh, that brooch. It was stolen from me some time ago. Never expected to see it again."
And
Truth be told, and yet here on my darkest day, you come before me with kindness. The return of this brooch is much more than an honourable deed. It is inspiration. It is hope, she says. As you realise, the king died overnight.
oh, okay, yep.
Unknown cause.
Sorry. I shouldn't be laughing, but
Yeah, no, that's very cool.
Then she says, "I love Corvosa, as my husband did before me. His death has shocked the city, as it has me. I will not see his legacy destroyed in death. I shall not see my city torn apart. Corvosa stands at a precipice of a disaster wrought by her citizens. These riots cannot continue," which you hadn't noticed because you'd been too busy doing other things.
Right? I look at my sister when she says riots. And
"You have already done my heart a great service in returning this precious heirloom to me on this dark day, and you shall be rewarded. Yet perhaps you shall serve the city more. The Corvosan's guard is stretched thin, and it could certainly use the aid of heroes such as you and your friends.
I puff my chest out a bit.
If you so choose, I shall have Sabina see to it that you have an escort of guards when you leave here, so they can see your safe journey to Citadel Volshinek. I shall send one ahead for you to Field Marshal Cresdia Croft to let her know you are on the way. Now I need to retire to my chambers. My grief has drained me. Again, I thank you for your kindness you have shown me today, and I hope that your days of serving the crown are only just beginning, Sir Pimunko."
can I just cutucate Belaf and say, "What the hell happened?"
And
Shut up!
my sister's still sitting. So she walked off to her chambers. My sister's still there?
Yep.
Hey,
She's looking
sis,
sad.
what's happening?
The king died.
Yeah, but the riots?
People are unhappy that King hadn't been showing himself, didn't make a speech for the New Year's celebration.
Do we know who's instigated the riots? Is there a particular group that's might have started this up? That you know of?
She shakes her head going, "Oh, probably just people who can't pay their way. You know how the poor are."
No, I used to. Oh no, I'm not going to go that far yet because my character hasn't got to that level yet. Getting close to it. But
So how long till your bubbles are due, she says?
No.
Your spawnlings.
so
Will they have wings?
When do they get pregnant? Like 2 months in, or?
About 2 months in, yeah.
And I don't know if Pathfinder has the same pregnancy setups as what real life does. So
Who knows?
The
Demons might
question
go
is,
faster.
it's just half demons.
I don't know, sis.
Will they breathe fire?
I don't know, sis. I really don't know.
Have a tail.
Well, that could be cool.
Maybe she breed eggs or
Pointy
something.
teeth.
Pointy teeth. Hey, shh.
Oh Jesus! Don't.
No about King of Sierra. Because
Red eyes too, I'd assume.
Quite possibly.
okay, I don't know yet. We'll find out. I said, but you'll be an auntie. I thought you always wanted to be an auntie.
Well, I expected as much, and you see you've got your first child with you already.
Yeah. Squirt's good.
Almost as big as you now.
Hey. And I say, Squirt, go give my sister a hug. Hey.
He gives a big hug.
Yeah, good work, Squirt.
He sort of looks a bit distressed.
Squirt does.
No, she does.
Yeah. Look, if you can tell us any information that might help the city out so we get back to normality.
Apparently, the king had some sort of concoction that overdid his heart. No idea where it came from. It's just supposed to be some old family remedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Very poorly holds back a laugh.
Excuse me, this is not the time for laughing, Bellath.
And
You get a look of
No.
it gives a look of like, shut the fuck up, Bellath, look kind of thing. Okay?
apparently, he prepared it himself based on instructions from a trusted friend.
Really? And I put my hand on my head
Friends.
and I go, really? Okay.
We're not being able to find out who said so because the king never told who told him.
Dude, it's your sister. She fucking knows.
I just look at her and I just look through her eyes and do I see any glimpse of a smile, anything like that?
Nope, she just seems sad.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
The Queen's asked her to look into it.
oh, has she?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I wish you well on that task.
That's okay. The person,
That's
if she finds out who it is, they won't wake up in the morning.
Really, sis?
Yeah.
You really that pissed off, are you?
It's my job.
I know, but
I give messages.
no. Look, I'm just being a neutral party here. Wouldn't you want to give that person some sort of explanation what happened? I think maybe there was.
That sounds like it's too much explanation required.
Really?
Is this a conversation you're having with the rest of the party?
Yeah, you were all behind me listening to this whole conversation.
It's just easier to give it, one short
You're talking about
response.
someone having justification for killing the king?
Well, no, I feel that there might be more to the story that I don't think we should purely just go, he did it without some sort of
No,
background,
surely
right?
not. Regicide is a terrible crime.
No, yeah.
It is a death sentence in nearly every city.
Yeah, yeah.
And rightly so.
I start to see get a pale face starting and Winkle going, oh, I
Can I-
feel so
can I
sorry
just
for this
like,
person. And I'm just looking going, oh, fuck.
She looks at the rest of them. You wouldn't know anyone who does special potions for stamina and, bringing a little life back into the body.
I look straight at Bela. I will look like, shut the fuck up, kind of thing. And that's the only look I
Bella
give.
looks at her, opens his mouth, and gives the most sweetest and honest lie he's ever given. No, not us.
I just like
He also
put
just
my
got
head on the
lucky
shoulder of
perception, too.
Pickwick. I put my head on the shoulder of Pickwick and say, they managed to cook the king yet?
That's just perfect.
Holy fuck!
Wow. You gotta look off what the fuck from Pingwinkle there. Can you say?
Your sister just looks at him and without blinking, she just says, I don't think we're going to follow the Riddleport tradition here.
Oh, okay. I just down my head and said, anyway, my condolences for the king.
Okay. We better go off to our task for the Queen. Please keep me updated. How you
What I
go?
love is that there's no actual malice in what Kangasero said.
I know that was the worrying bit. Yeah.
And the fact that the sister knew exactly what you're referring to,
Yeah.
but no one else in the party has tweaked yet.
No. Pingwinkle's really not.
Let's face it. Most of the rest of the party ignore what Kagatiro says.
So I will just try to. Yeah, look, sis, just keep me up to date how you go with it, because if you need a hand, I'm willing to help out. And
Apparently there's just a lot of stuff happening outside that she's going to deal with as well, with all that noise going on, she says.
yeah, I know. So,
Yeah, sorry, my hands were really dirty. I couldn't
All good.
So
touch my.
Did you got run over or something?
not
No,
yet.
I was washing my hands.
There's just a lot of horses
Oh, okay.
nearby.
Yeah. So I suggest we go up to where we're supposed to go for the Queen.
Yeah.
And while looking very pale as we walk outside out of the throne room, and I'm going.
As you walk out, you see a rather tall woman with a sword, almost half a sword longer than you are. That is the Queen's right hand woman.
Have I met her before?
She's also head of the guard.
Oh, this is the person.
As she just walks past you, and you can hear her talk to you. She says, "Have they found the culprit yet? I've sharpened my sword especially."
I feel more sick on the way out, as more than usual, and I go, "Yep." And did they ask me? She asked me that, or
No,
not?
she asked your sister. Sister's going, no, still trying to figure it out. Don't know who would recommend a halfling remedy.
I have a feel.
You know, human hearts don't have the same stamina as halflings.
I have a feeling I have a really good what's that kind of insight thing on the perception, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a real perception of my sister, and know how good she is at hiding things. And that's
Maybe you can get say something before. Right? Like, your sister is totally correct. Actually,
26 total?
physiologically,
She seems confused because she
I-
doesn't even think you would be that dumb to give the
Okay.
king a.
I'm just trying to make
halfling
sure.
remedy.
I'm just trying to make it if she thinks it's me and just trying to hide it or not. That's all I'm more worried about.
She doesn't seem to think it's you. She doesn't think you'd be that stupid.
She does.
Does she know her brother?
She's giving him more credit.
She give more credit than usual. I'm only picking this up from what she's saying.
Probably she actually is giving the king more credit than he deserves, because the king wouldn't be stupid enough to associate with her brother.
Hey, I made a good roll. I got a 20.
You did.
Yeah.
You managed to give him the perfect remedy for the endurance.
So, okay. I just want to make sure we get out of the throne room and go and do our job, so we can at least I can make some goodness out of what has happened. So,
Wait, what
So
do they do
the
with the body?
description of the Queen's handmaiden is a stern woman dressed in magnificent full plate armor, and so she has a two-handed sword that she uses quite well, and she carries unsheathed through the castle.
Maybe she's the chef that will shop the king.
no.
Shop the cook.
Would we know any reputation of this lady?
Yeah, she's probably one of the hardest soldiers in the city.
Shit. So I've pissed off the Queen, the most badass woman in the city, next to her, and
Next is a man.
well, you didn't say that. You said you didn't decide at the time, Annie. Anyway,
Next week you can be a woman, and it's still correct.
Okay. Next to
You
the
want to
bad.
do like you not get enough genitals in your life?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Next to the most badass
Well, I think
person
what he was
I know.
saying was that for a man, he's a really badass woman.
That's a good compliment. I like that.
Oh wow, yeah.
I like that.
I'm just going to walk on it because I haven't got any more comments on this situation
Sure.
right now. So
And so yes, you managed to make it out into the courtyard, and you have 6 guardsmen in full armor and halberds ready to take you to the fort.
yep, okay, I'll do that. Great.
Well, to the citadel, actually.
Yep, I'm happy to. Unless anyone wants to do anything else beforehand, or
Maybe maybe we can be here for a while, so we can be here when the king's service come out.
Did you say kink or king?
King service. They won't serve the king.
Oh,
Well, like,
hang
when
on,
we're
I'm
talking
glad I
about
wasn't the
Finland-
only one.
I grabbed Victor and going, no, they don't do this here. Come with us, and I just grab him on the way through. With all my 8 strength of Pinwinkle,
It's perfectly recyclable.
and Pinwinkle's 8 strength that he's got, I'm going to
He
pull.
just died.
I'll try to pull Pinwinkle. I'll try to pull him along with us.
As you're pulling him along, you can see that the king is laid on top of a bier in the next room as you're walking
I
past
see.
it.
See, they will start to service soon.
And you can see, and Kangasero can see all the different herbs laid around him.
Kangasira, concentrate on the task at hand.
In the 3 years you're in Absalom, did you see anyone eat someone?
No, but I just found out that this is very, very common.
No. It might be common in certain backward barbarian locations.
Wow! I heard Annie in there. Whoa, hang on.
Yeah, and he's like 17 meters away from the microphone. Hey!
Get the food.
Are you cheating? Maybe she's cheating.
What?
She's getting food.
She's getting food, dude.
Oh, okay.
Also, I've got questions, Victor. Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to talk to you after this whole thing, Victor.
I'm just role playing.
Oh, Victor. You're a funny boy.
Okay, so you're escorted through the city with well-armed guardsmen with pole arms. Keep putting the populace out of your way. Make way for Lord Pinwinkle.
I strut as much as...
Slayer.
Wow, you did a Game of Thrones in this too? Okay. Oh, no. The Game of Thrones, because I can see where the next reference is to, which is worrying me too. If I'm the Kingslayer, I'll worry about the next reference. You know where I'm going, Bella. Anyway, I'm gonna...
I do.
Yeah, damn you.
Sister?
Yes. So I'm gonna, as Lord Pinwinkle, or Sir Lord Pinwinkle, I'm going to strut as much as a halfling can strut.
Yep.
Kind of thing. In my noble outfit, because I would have bought my noble outfit.
Yep.
And so, yes. I'm just do the full... I'm learning my nobility as I go. So, because I would have took it next level. So...
Every now and again, Bella feels pity for you and he helps you out on that one.
Yes, I know. I'm still learning. But
And so you've got an emblem of your title, which appears to be a face with claws through it. It was chosen for you.
a face with claws through it.
Yeah. Claw marks across the face.
Maybe this is a secret code or something.
Yes.
Which Cordar does recognise, having seen it in Sandpoint.
Maybe they are like...
the cane.
maybe they are like...
the Order of Asmodigon or whatever.
Asmodigus, yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
maybe they're like preparing Pickwickle to be a vessel for something and then sacrificing him for the gods.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's just a hunch.
I wouldn't be surprised based on that. I've now made 4 different succubi pregnant. But yeah, we'll keep going on the track of what we're supposed to.
Okay.
Can I just whisper into Pickwickle's ears, like, would you like to be eaten by me when you die? Or for your fellow friends, I mean.
I just look at you with a... concentrate on what we have to do first.
And you do notice that he said when you die, not if you die.
I noticed that too. And I'm just looking at you going, wow.
Well, I am accustomed to see friends die because I am a very old elf.
And now, I whisper back in his ear,
You're an elf?
potentially
Yep.
this could be uprising could be done by vampires.
And as a very old elf, in all your times in the wars, did any of your colleagues eat your comrades?
Yeah, but I just learned that something like that could be prevented if we just eat each other.
And they do turn into undead.
You hear.
There is no undead where I went.
Kangasero, do not believe everything you hear.
I do.
It will be good
No,
advice,
he's not.
particularly if you're talking to Balath. He's going to work out when Balath is lying.
Whoa. Don't drag me into this. I didn't start him on this crazy trope.
Well, it was my fellow druid that told me, and I trust them. I'm sorry.
Okay, sounds like saying
you trust Balath too, don't you?
Yeah, kind of.
And while you're walking down the street, the entire party sees this vampire bar as you're walking past.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh no.
Kangasero. No. Come.
The guys are saying,
must
no,
do
we're
dinner,
going to the Citadel. You can come back here later.
Come on, we've got to do our job first.
No. Come.
They said, we're
Surely,
charged with taking you to the Citadel. We take you to the Citadel.
You've been here for 5 months now and you haven't taken him yet. It can wait another week.
Well, what's in the? It's just a building. What's in the building? that we
Forget it,
trust?
Kangasero. Let's keep moving.
You remember I said I was going to shout you all dinner.
Keep going. Let's not get distracted.
I'm dying already. Let's go.
And you can see what appears to be full body pictures of vampires done up on the sides of the building.
I'm really hanging. If I have
there are bats everywhere, and there are wolves carved into various places of it as well.
If I have any sort of like restraints for Kangasero, I'm willing to use them right now, based on I know where this is going to turn to.
And the guards are currently forcing you on.
Bell, come on, Kangasero, we have a job to do.
Okay.
You remember what I whispered to you in the ear, didn't I? Before that I sent you on a message. So
No.
Next hour
I'm not
so
seeing
tempted to
what's
point
not
this shit out.
discussing to the table is not happening.
okay, come on, let's go. Come on. So.
Okay, so you find yourself taken. over an hour through crowds, and you can hear people yelling and shouting at various places as you're going through the streets. And
Down with nobles! Down with nobles!
even some people are saying it's Pinwinkle's fault in the crowd. See, look, there's Lord Pinwinkle. It's his fault.
I look shocked.
Cause they're blaming the nobility for all their problems, and you're the nobility they can see.
I just ask, why is your fault?
And just
Yes, Pinwinkle.
do not
Why
believe
is it
everything you
your fault?
hear.
We have a task to do. Let's get on to the task. And that's all I say in my most gruffest halfling voice. There's a task to do. I'm going to do it right, okay?
And you're taken to a citadel overlooking the harbour, which serves as operations for the guard. And as you're coming in, this is the first time that Balath has been in here that you've seen so few people. Normally this place is bustling with guardsmen, and there's barely anyone here. They wouldn't even have enough to...
Balath.
Go ahead.
Balath is still nervous as shit in case he runs into that Hell Knight, so
But
he's
that's
not
your regular.
really paying... Yeah, don't care. He's still nervous as shit, so he's not really being that ostentatious about anything at the moment.
Okay, and you see what appears to be a... let's see if I got the description for her. You see a very attractive dark-haired woman dressed in red armour.
I'm a bit interested.
She introduces herself as Crescenda Croft, Field Marshal for the Convosing Guard.
Oh, what's she doing here? We are in Magnamar, right?
You are in
Or in Corvosa?
you're in Corvosa at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Where the king just died.
Yeah, I know, but why David is like hiding if you are in Corvosa and not in Magnamar?
Because he's scared of everything. He's scared of his own shadow at the moment. Almost as bad as King Zero.
He
Okay, I got
just
it.
met his family's boogeyman.
Okay, I got it.
So-
Yeah,
I
like
was
a
just confused a
vampire.
So one thing you can actually say to Balath at any point now is saying, "Is that a Hell Knight over there?"
bit.
Yeah.
And his character will most likely flinch every time you do that.
Absolutely, without fail.
Okay, so
It's been a hell of a night.
Make a will save.
Yeah. That's right. At the moment, nothing can
Hey,
get worse than-
Marty, is the Friday groups so up feeling like this one?
The Friday group has their own problems. Currently, they're dealing with the fact that they break their arms on a regular basis. So they've got one person who's the medic is saying, again, I have to set this thing again. If you're going to make me set it again, I'm going to give you a full body cast. And so that is something that's happening in the Friday group. So they have a lot of breakages. And one of them broke both his legs and both his arms.
Wow.
He probably
Okay.
deserved it.
He was their monk.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just
He doesn't need his arms and legs then.
now. Whatever conversation's going on between the party, I just singly I ignore all comments about potential things I might have done to the king, and every time that's mentioned, I just put it to my mouth and I keep walking. So
Okay, so you're brought into the meeting room of the Corvosan Guard, and she says, "So you're the one sent by Queen Iliosa. Greetings. Just so you know, I am Cressida, and heroes of your caliber are exactly what Corvosa needs. Especially considering we have the special award recipient over here from the king himself. God rest his soul, she says.
so she's the head of the guard, isn't she?
She's just the head of this section of the guard.
We all get access to the King's Woods.
She looks at you. Why do you want access to the King's Woods? It's now. I'm asking for heroes, not poachers.
Just to sleep. Never mind.
What you want to
Ignore him,
sleep?
Commander.
You want to sleep with the animals in the King's Wood? She says, looking at you strangely.
I give her a look saying, he's good in combat. He has some strange ways. That's all I'm going to say.
Don't tell me he's a druid and he loves nature.
Well, this I know what it's about. Then I flex my muscles like.
Yeah, and I say.
Someone say that needs.
I give her a nod and a wink. Okay. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I back to my normal groovy form.
After you sort out some problems from us, I might be able to arrange for you to have your dalliance in the King's Woods. She says.
Dalliance, what's that?
Dalliance means that you may have some time in the King's Wood given to you. Okay, but let's do
Take
the
a
task.
hero. Just be quiet.
Oh,
and
I am very happy to like make this work now.
Just be quiet and listen.
I am a bit grumpy. Like they served the whole king back then. And no, sorry, I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
Let's just skip.
She goes, you've been on the streets, you've seen the unrest that's currently happening. Currently, all the guardsmen are out. We have the reserves here at the Citadel. So the, retired, the lame, and the unwell. But I'm sure you know better what's been going on out there, which you haven't because you've been too busy partying and training away from the city.
Is there anything that we can do to help out this current situation?
Well, it's breaking my heart to see Corvosa tear itself apart like this with all the unrest and every night the riots that have been going on.
Is there a particular individual or group that's causing these riots? Have you pinpointed it down to anything?
Well, I've got guardsmen in various areas, but I would like to send you to look into a few things that I've got problems with. Okay. So, it's got enough troubles without her own guards losing their way, and some have deserted their posts.
Yep.
More concerned about friends and family than the city. She can understand this, but not all the deserters have family. Some of them are simply using the riots as an excuse for personal gain.
Yeah.
One such man is Beric Van Kaskakin.
Oh, I get like Nardo say that.
B-E-R-I-K.
Yeah, please Mark, write that for us.
V-A-N-C-A-S-K-E-R-K-I-N. Van Kaskakin.
Kaskakin.
Worse than a lone deserter, he's convinced a small group of fellow guards that Queen Iliosa is going to ruin the city. Whether she does or doesn't isn't the point. Right now, we've got a citywide crisis on our hands, and I need all of my guards working with me to see us through. A deserter is worse than a lost resource. It's an infection. I can't afford to pull any of my other patrols off duty to deal with Van Kaskakin, and I'd rather not expose any of them to him anyway, since I don't want Van Kaskakin to infect more guards with his talk of succession. Nor do I want some overly patriotic guard killing Van Kaskakin outright. I need impartial skill talent. And I've got you.
I will.
So, do we have to kill him?
He just looks at... Didn't I just say I didn't want someone to kill him?
She wants him to see the wrong of his ways. Is that right, ma'am?
She says she wants him to be brought in for justice.
I can do that for you.
Oh,
she's heard that you're a lawman.
I thought you were about to kill him.
No.
So Van Kaskakin and his followers have holed up in an abandoned butcher shop up in Northgate, a place once called All Worlds Meet. I need you there. Try to avoid killing any of the deserters if you can, but if you must, they brought it upon themselves when they threw in their lot with Van Kaskakin.
So keep him alive, but you can kill the rest. Is that what we've pretty much got?
She just looks at you. Says, if you have to, you can kill the rest. You don't have to. If you really are a hero, she says.
No, we'll try to subdue them if we can.
If they can kept alive, then there's potential resource for more.
No, we'll do what we have to do. Yes. Just making sure, that's all.
They are trained guardsmen, and they could use them in more brutal ways than just killing them outright. Death is the easy way out. They deserve to be punished for their crimes, not given an easy ticket. Okay. Someone as cursed as you should know, death is not always the end.
Mm-hmm. I nod and smile. Yes.
Your curse has been well spread throughout the town by your city, your sister.
Yeah, I know that's not the way. I killed many undeads before. Vampires.
So we all know not to ask you for any food.
That, which is a good idea. I wish my party would know that. I'm looking at my party. But anyway, no.
So she prefer you to capture Van Kaskakin alive and return him to her for interrogation. But if he makes that impossible, she'll accept the body as well. She does have some clerics of Pharasma who also won't show their presence while you're here. They have heard your reputation too.
See, they will cook him and eat him. I knew it.
She just looks at Kangasero and just shakes her head, saying, "I'm sorry, but we're not into whatever barbarianism your elvish heritage believes in."
No. Sorry, Nexo, he's talking about.
Well, I
you
didn't
personally.
understand that. So.
No, it's alright, Nexo. She's not talking about your barbarian background. Okay.
Nothing wrong about barbaric and elven and heritage.
So she says, if you can find out why he deserted, if there's more to it than simple politics, she'd like to know immediately. If you bring him in alive, there's 500 gold in it for you. If you bring him in dead, she'll give you 50 gold.
Mm.
Well, I just want the kings would think so.
So the incentive is to bring him in alive.
Yep.
And for each guardsman you bring in alive, she'll give you your team 100 gold, and for each one you bring in dead, she'll give you a gold.
So 50 gold for it was 100 gold for each guard. Okay. Okay. Yep. And 1 gold if dead.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I think we got a.
Do we leave immediately, or do we have what time is it now for?
So
just play as
for you, it is coming right up into noon. As you've went up to see the Queen early morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we need to go immediately, right?
And with the coming up storyline, I think that would be a good point for us to do next session, as we're just hitting 10 o'clock, and going into a battle is not always a great place to pause.
No, I agree, and I make sure. Depends on where this place is. I want to make sure that I have a sap tool. Like I'm going to have a club that a piece of the end of a broom that I might have got from my wife.
You can get a sap from the guardsmen here. They have them in stock because they're not about killing people. They're here about pacifying people.
Because I can do that, so I'm very good at that. So
So that they're happy to issue a bunch of saps to everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, just
what's sap?
It's just like a little club. It's like a little club that can bash somebody across the
okay.
So things very close to sock with coins in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's basically you got to be able to knock somebody out but not kill them. So, and I'm thinking there, based on what we need to do, we need to subdue the guards and also possibly get some information about App from the leader of this guard, Mr. Beric.
You'll get the same money if you bring him to her for interrogation.
Yeah, I know, but I thought if we can get some information ourselves, it might be handy on the way through. So, that's good.
So yes, you have somewhere to go with. You've now found the king's...
Can I ask, and this is going to be very non-Pathfinder, do I have some sort of monitor that I know when my baby's about to get born or anything like that? Okay, till I ask a question. You know I was going to ask that question.
None of the priests of the town will come anywhere near your house.
Fair call. Far out. What I thought, one bad decision.
Maybe I can help you make a nest.
Remind me not to make any more bad decisions, party. Just put it out there. So, but anyway...
But your wife will say soon.
Yes. But
Maybe I can help you make a nest.
They'll come when they're ready.
Okay. I hope they have my good side. Yeah. I don't know yet.
Which coincidentally is how you got into this mess.
Yeah. Never called Belith anyway. Gotcha. Yeah.
What's the name? What do you call that type of cage that you can uphold like small birds in houses?
Ivory.
Ivory? Is that? Yeah. Maybe I can help you make a. Maybe I can help you make an ivory for your kids.
Yeah. No. I think I think my wives know what the right thing to do, and I'm pretty sure the cat. I'm not calling it the cat. I'm calling it cat.
Yeah.
Would make sure it goes the right direction. So please don't get involved, Kangasira. You might get told to bugger off in a not nice way. I'm just putting it out there. These are my wives have their own ideas in life, and so does the cat or the cat.
Cat, not
cat.
the cat. Cat.
Cat, yeah. So
Doesn't like pronouns.
Maybe they are not cats, but okay.
No, it's not the cat. It's cat. So
It's the same cat at both houses.
I know. I'm fully aware. I sometimes.
And anytime you pray, he shows up.
Oh no.
Well, I know what a cat looks like.
I might have to lose some hair in my bottle, by the way, Martin. Just put it out there. I think understandable. So yeah.
Okay, so we'll finish up there for the night. So you have actually moved into more of the story for what's happening in Corvosa. I thought I'd wait until you actually leveled, so it wasn't as dangerous.
I got a couple of questions. If you get some time, Martin, maybe after recording I can talk to you.
Yeah.
And Mark.
Yeah, maybe.
That's okay. So if you guys would like to finish up now, we can do that. And if you want to stay and talk afterwards, that's fine. But I'll put it on to end credits so we can then talk outside of the video.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're going to go, bye for now. If you're going to stay, I'll still be online.